The house is filled with gas. Where there's gas, there's fire. Where there's gas, where you smell gas, where there's smoke, there's gonna be fire. She lights the match and she leads Amber outside of the house and watches the house
Like a
slowly
psycho.
burn. Claire kills the parents. She kills her own parents. She
Like,
kills her
nothing
own
can get me
parents
away from
in a
you.
fire.
This is a World Trade Center bound E-train. The next stop is 34th Street and Station.
Clear of the closing doors, please.
Okay, guys, welcome back to our book club. I'm Glenny.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Crystal.
And this is Unhinged and Well Read, and we are
Las Llaveras.
On this current book that we're reading, it's called Sometimes I Lie.
A veces miento.
By that woman right there.
That bitch.
Menacing. I know. She is. She's a menace.
She's a masochista too.
This book is all about Amber Reynolds. She wakes up in the hospital. She wakes up in a coma. She's like, my husband put me there. Dun dun. She has a really she's really unreliable. When she says sometimes I lie, she be lying. She be lying all the time. Actually. We don't know what to believe.
We don't.
So she takes us through different journal entries. Basically, it takes us back in time to like when she was 11, to present day, to like right before the accident, then to like her describing what it's like to be in a coma and what she's experiencing. So we go back and forth in the timeline, and she has a really tumultuous relationship with her sister Claire, who now we know. Sorry, gotta save it for later. She has a really like distant relationship with her own husband Paul, and then she has a weird relationship at work with her boss Madeline and her co-workers.
Yeah.
She has a psychotic ex.
Then we're introduced to Edward. He's an ex from school. He is evil. Okay, guys, that's all you need to know.
It's awful.
Whatever. We go through the motions of her trying to remember what happened to her. She's still thinking. In the beginning, she's like, my sister and my husband, they were in an affair.
Match the book.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
This one is like light blue because I'm painting it this almost white light blue, but I painted this on I think last episode. I'm pretty sure. I'm
fire.
I started painting. And I love blue.
And the ring too.
Yeah.
I can tell. But yeah, so in the beginning we thought Paul and Claire were possibly having an affair. Then we were like, no. Then it was giving at work. She was having trouble with Madeline, who's a bitch, but she's like the main host of the morning show, the radio show that she works at. So far what has happened? She gets Madeline fired. That's taken care of. This bitch was plotting. This bitch is the leader of her hate account on Twitter. She's been sending her physical hate letters, hate mail, and then she set her up. She mic'd her up and rage baited her basically. And Madeline said all types of R-word slurs and all types of crazy stuff, and she's off the show. DK for personal reasons, DK. So that's taken care of. I didn't know Amber had it in her. With her husband, she thought her husband was cheating on her. maybe not always with the sister, but definitely cheating because she found some lingerie in their closet that wasn't her size, and she's like, all right. And also, he disappeared for like a whole day. But we find out later that he actually left a note that she just didn't happen to see, and left a voicemail on the phone. And also, the lingerie is for her.
He's a loving husband.
He's actually a loving husband, so that's taken care of. And she was acting like they were just roommates. I swear, the vibe I was getting was like these two people hate each other.
Yeah.
Roommates. We find out that's not the case. Claire just seems to be like this overprotective younger sister that just has the perfect life, according to Amber. So she's on her June Moody. She's
on her moody shit.
Envious about her perfect sister and whatnot and all this jazz. But, you know, we're in a good place now. But then here comes Edward. This long, like I said, they dated in school. They linked up on the street. And he's like, let's go for like drinks sometimes, buddy. Oh, pal, let's catch up. And she's like, fine. Like, I guess they meet up. He kind of like makes a play on her. And she's like, I'm married.
Oh, I'm married.
I'm married. Like, literally, she's like, no. But then he's like, all right, my fault, my bad. Let's link up again. And let me make it up to you. Like, my fault for crossing a boundary. Mistake.
I think she has multiple personality disorder.
100%.
Girl, don't get me started. I think I have this shit packed down.
She has multiple personality disorder. She does.
But now
she's so much.
Okay, continue.
Edward, she meets up the second time with Edward, and she's like, you know, she's still giving like her husband is like are we at the point where he's like loving, or like she found out?
So remember, we left off where they was at the bar and he spiked her lemonade. We talked about that last time.
Yeah, so we spoke about how
now is the continuation. Cuando ella se levanta y le duele la parte ahí abajo, and ahí.
Yeah, so we spoke about last time how they went out, he spiked her drink, and she woke up in his apartment naked and obviously clearly just had sex, but she was blacked out. She didn't even know if it was the next day, same day. She's realizing it was only a couple hours later, but she had
drank
no
lemonade.
Drink.
She only drank lemonade.
She had lemonade. All she had was lemonade. And she wakes up like she just drank OD, so we're like, oh yeah, he roofied her because he's a fucking creep. And on her way out of his apartment, because he's like whistling in the shower, like all is well, all is good, she passes a corkboard. She's like, oh, it's full of pictures of when we were young, but also recent pictures of just me doing random shit at my job, near my house, walking across the street.
He's stalking her, spying on her.
He's a full
off guard pictures of her, like,
oh my god, he's a fucking creep. Not only that, you know, let's go back to how she's in a coma. He works at that hospital and has been visiting,
right?
But she didn't put it together. She was like, who is this man that's been visiting me since the beginning? This weird, like, person you can't identify has been visiting her, caressing her, like making motions at him, choking her. Like, she hears him and he seems to know her. He unlocked her phone. She was like, who the fuck is this? It all comes back like, oh shit, this is fucking Edward. And while I'm in a coma, this weird ass creep who has now raped me, has been stalking me, is now in the hospital and has power and unsupervised time with me while I'm in a coma.
And mind you, he's always locking the door. Every time he walks in there to do some shit to her, he locks the door, and he's always like, he's trying to make sure she does not wake up from the coma. So he's putting shit in her IV to keep her sedated.
It's better, but he's trying to delay that. As you can see, we're really upset about this because this man is like disgusting. Like, he's pissing us off. I want him to die. I need to cut off, fed him, and
he has to. And then now, like, where we're at is basically we're trying. This is a dilemma here because we're trying to figure out she has multiple personality disorder. Let's just call it ace of ace. She got that. That's what she got. 1 minute she's this bitch.
didn't exist.
Her coworker Joe,
Her best
we
friend.
found out in her journal entry that, and this is my thing. I don't know if Taylor's real. It's sounding like she is, but at the same time she's not. And the thing is, her disorder is like she has multiple personalities. So maybe when she got with Edward, ella estaba perreando en verdad, because él tiene foto de ella perreando, but she doesn't remember because she has no idea that she did that. She was perreando with him and she doesn't even know. Like, she has multiple personality disorder, but it's like a blackout moment for her. She cannot recall anything. Anything. And like right now, she's making it seem like her sister Claire is the reason why she fucked over Madeline, which is her boss. She's pinning everything on Claire.
No, okay.
But
Wait a second. Stephanie, where did you read up to?
we're picking up on after 176. We're on 176, 177.
Where did you
Where
read up to? Hold on.
239.
Okay.
Hell yeah, bitch, shit.
Okay.
So
Hold
in
on.
this time, we found out several things. One, Claire is not her sister, y'all.
Yeah.
Claire is her friend. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, there's layers to this.
I'm wondering, like, should we go and like?
Because Claire is real. Like, her husband is mentioning her.
Yeah,
The Edward mentioned her. Claire's real. But the thing is, she's making it seem she's trading places with her. Like,
yeah,
Stephanie, no. Like,
it's
how do I?
it's okay. Wait.
Okay,
hold on.
so the entries that are happening is our main character Amber reading Claire's journals. It's not Amber's childhood.
So
yeah.
we've been reading these journal entries from when Amber is 11 years old.
And it's been
Completely
Claire.
wrong. It's been Claire's journal entries we've been reading.
Yeah.
Her best friend,
Mm-hmm.
who her parents ended up adopting, we'll get into reason why, because that's a whole nother fucking thing. Like,
Dude.
what the fuck is that?
Oh.
Claire, so it's so weird. Amber has a middle name, Taylor. Right? We've been talking about her best friend Taylor that has this perfect life when she was, 11 years old.
Mhm.
That has a perfect mom, the perfect life, and she loves Taylor. Taylor's her best friend. They're two peas in a pod. Turns out, Amber is Taylor.
Mhm.
And truly, what we've been reading as Amber's experience is actually Claire's experience. Claire's the one who went through the fucked up, like,
Claire's the
mom,
psycho.
alcoholic mom, the, like, financial struggles, the people bullying her, like, it's like so meshed up.
It's just so clever because it's like you wouldn't guess that at all because you're
Yeah.
thinking you have all the information you have, but then it's like everything makes sense because it's like the mom makes sense where it's like it's not like she hates her mom and like everything that we were thinking it was like so dramatic. It's just like she doesn't have that much of a relationship with her mom, and that was it. It's not like I don't know. There's just so much that is explained with that one thing being cleared, where it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
We
it's
were
a lot
like,
more casual.
Claire's literally the psychopath.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
Claire's the
Claire
one who went
is
through
the nut
childhood
job.
trauma and shit, and like is actually Claire also has problems. Don't get me wrong. Amber has
Yeah,
problems.
she do.
Different reason. I think what triggered a lot of her problems was something that Claire did in their childhood that led to Claire being
Yeah.
orphan. Wait, before that, what else did we reveal? Fuck,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
to write it down. Okay.
I love it.
So we read until 175.
Right,
We
and
read it
then
together.
but
And then it starts at 176 where she's starting to talk about Claire and she's putting the blame on Claire that Claire is the one that made me do all of this shit to Madeline. Claire's the one that made me get her
yes.
fired. And that's where we pick up on.
Madeline, the fucked up boss that she's had trouble with, that she ended up getting fired,
Dude.
is actually Claire's godmother. Who, remember, was saying how Claire's an orphan. We haven't explained how yet, but Claire's an orphan, and Madeline is her godmother, who ended up taking everything, the house, the money, and ended up not even raising Claire at all, and like having nothing to do with her really. So that explains Amber then taking Claire's pain and anger for Madeline as her own, even though Madeline was a bitch anyways to her. Like she was taking all of this like resentment towards Madeline, but it wasn't even her own. She was carrying Claire's like pain and anger towards Madeline.
And that's the thing with Amber. Like Amber, it's like she has no sense of identity for
Yes.
herself. She's struggling with self identity. Like she's been reading Claire's diaries for the longest, and she's identified herself as Claire. She's identified Claire's experiences as her own. So
Yeah.
you would think that this is all Amber's shit, Amber's trauma, and it's not. It's actually Claire's. And because it happened so young, it's like she didn't know how to process it. She didn't know how to deal with
She
it. It
fucked her
was
up.
like, oh, this is my best friend. She's all I have.
Yeah.
She's protected me from everything. So our life is shared. Our life is
Hmm.
what you go through, we go through. Like she took everything literally.
Bruh.
Yeah. Also,
I don't
Claire
even.
is very possessive as well, so that
Yeah.
explains like she really overpowered her, even though they're the same age. Truly, the same way she said, like Taylor and her are born the same day. Claire truly is. They were born the same day. They just happened to share a birthday. They became best friends. But Claire also has problems. Well,
Dude,
Bro, I
she's
don't
a
explains
think she's
psycho.
doing
did.
it.
She
'Cause
really
she
like
wants to.
is possessive over Amber slash Taylor. We don't know what's real.
No.
She's possessive over her in a really scary way, to the point where
She'll
Amber
kill
is
anyone for her. She would do anything
Bro,
for
that's
her.
scary though. It's like since you were a child, I feel like it's not even a choice at that point. It's like, oh,
yeah.
this bitch murdered her.
Ah!
No, like literally, it's like, okay, I grew up in a fucked up situation. My mom, she's nobody to me. She doesn't give a fuck about me. My dad ignores me. So my parents right now, they're not anyone I can lean on. This girl, I can lean on her for everything. So now she becomes her life.
I
She
don't
becomes
even
her
think she
lifeline. She
wanted to
becomes her
though.
best friend.
I don't think
And
it's
it's
a
like,
choice. I think she's
yeah,
just
but no, I'm
scared.
talking about Claire. I'm talking about Claire, the way she clung to Amber, and just the way Amber, like,
I guess,
just, I feel like Amber was scared to death at seeing everything Claire has done and been through, and was like, yo, if I don't
yeah.
abide, I'm gonna die.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. Everyone around me gonna die. This bitch is
Yeah.
psycho. Like I
Like, I
literally
She
think.
just
literally,
casually dropped in there. Amber has like shared that like Claire has done many things in throughout their whole life to friends, like colleagues in Amber's life that have wronged that Claire thinks has wronged Amber. And I'm like, damn, what did this bitch do? She made people disappear or something? Like
that,
she's
and
talking
Amber
like
even picked up her habits. Amber picked up the whole lip biting, scratching the skin off. She picked up everything from Claire, to the point where she feels like it really seems like Amber is Claire, until you realize she's not. And that was the biggest shock to me in this read, that
yeah,
it was like, bro, the whole time I'm thinking Amber's a fucking loca, and the whole time she's
There's
the
the
one
one
that
next
took
to
on
her.
Claire's experience. This is all Claire, her sister. Claire's not her biological sister. Es de crianza. How you say
yeah.
that?
Childhood.
Raising.
They were raised together.
And it's the raised together. So it's like everything she been through, she took it onto herself. And the whole
Hmm.
time we're thinking it's Amber, it's not Amber. And so she's blaming Claire. When we read everything we read last episode, now we're picking up on 160, 176, 177. Page 177 is where it exposes Claire. We still don't get it. This is not where she exposes it. She's just blaming things on Claire. Oh, Claire made me do that to Madeline. Claire made me do this. And we're like, what? What are you talking about? That was you. We still don't know the big reveal, which is Amber took on Claire's trauma, and it's really Claire. We still don't know that. This is the introduction to it. So we're confused. And we're extremely confused. Now, all of a sudden, Amber's extremely scared of Claire. Amber's naming things that Claire has done that happened in Amber's life. But like I said, she took on that trauma.
Yeah.
And
No. Sorry.
it's so bad. It's so bad. And then, like, now supposedly she moved in with Taylor. Like now we get into her journal entry from 92. She moves in with Taylor because the social worker at the school is talking about, oh, now you need to be with people like real guardians. And she moves in with Taylor.
Are we gonna
But
talk
Amber
about before
Taylor.
that?
Amber Taylor. I'm gonna call
Mhm.
her Amber Taylor.
Why did
So-
she move in with Taylor?
So to reveal what we were hinting at is basically what started their true bonding, because that's when Claire ends up moving in with
talk about
her.
the sleepover first.
That's what she's. I
Okay.
think that's what she's gonna say.
The sleepover first before the big reveal. And what she saw.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the matches thing.
The
Yeah.
sleepover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So one day, because remember we're saying how Amber this whole time has been like, I have to move. I don't want to leave Taylor, my best friend. This is all Claire who actually has to move. And she doesn't want to leave Amber Taylor. So
Mhm.
Bro,
she's
the whole
fighting.
time I'm like, bro, she's gonna kill
No
me.
wonder this whole time, like
Like-
Taylor, I don't know who to call her anymore. Amber Taylor has been like, telling Paul, don't tell Claire. And we're
Yeah.
like, why? Like,
We're
why?
thinking like, yo, she thinks she's so jealous. Like, relax.
Yeah.
We're thinking like, she's like, oh my god, Taylor, Claire's so perfect. She's on her June Moody, no, she's
Mhm.
terrified actually.
No, she's
100%.
actually-
100%.
So this whole
100%.
time, like little things here and there, she's been like hesitant to tell Claire about things. She has been hesitant to share her quitting even with Claire, and like,
Mhm.
it's like, for what, girl? That's your sister. Like, it's not that crazy, and now we realize why. So Claire actually is the one that has to move when they're kids, and they have one final sleepover. And this is at Claire's house. So we know Amber actually had the good household with the good parents and the good life and all that jazz. But this takes place at Claire's house. They're nearly packing up, but in the nighttime, since there was no additional bed for her to sleep in, her and Claire are sleeping in the same bed, and she low-key like hears Claire get up and leave the bed, but she like pretends to be sleeping, and she can see her in their room, like in Claire's own room, playing with like a match, and like watching it burn all the way down to her finger. Like you normally do like that because you don't want it to get close to you, but Claire's on some like watching it burn until it gets all the way down to her fingers type shit. So she's doing that, and Amber Taylor's like, all right. Anyways, Claire leaves the room. She's gone for a minute, and Amber Taylor's like, all right, where did this bitch go? Because now I can't sleep, so I need to know what she's doing. She goes down, and Claire is in the kitchen looking at the oven, turning on all the burners on the stove, and just looking.
Turning on the gas.
Yeah, so now the house is filling up with gas. And Amber Taylor's like, all right, this is weird. She tries to go to the parents' room, but it's locked. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to Claire's room and try to hide under the covers because this bitch is filling up the house with gas. Like, is she okay? Like, what's
Right.
And then I didn't really I think I was reading it so fast that I'm like, at what point did it the fire actually start?
So basically, the reason why Claire started to do that is because Amber was supposed to move, and Claire didn't want Amber to move away. So that one
No.
last sleepover was because
No, it's Claire that has to move. Claire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry, Claire's
Yeah.
the one that's moving, but she doesn't want to move away from Amber.
Yeah.
So she turns on the gas and she's just staring at it. Mind you, her parents always told her, you can't touch the stove, you can't have matches, you can't have these things because her
They
parents
knew.
no que está tota de la
Yeah.
cabeza.
Parents
So,
know.
but she has access to those things. So she's like, boy, fuck it. She turns on the gas. Mind you, she has the matches already. But when the room is filled up with gas, this is why you need to always watch your stove and your oven. You cannot leave it on because gas is gonna fill the air. To that point, Amber's
called?
starting to smell the gas. She's starting to smell it. It's
Chlorophyll?
getting heavy. I think it's like carbon dioxide.
Maybe.
She's starting to smell. It's smelling heavy. So guess what? Literally, she goes back to the room. Claire goes back to the room, and she looks at Amber. She's like, "Shh, be quiet."
She's like, let's go, sister.
She
Then
says
she's
something
like,
like,
"Come on."
"I'll
She
never
leads
hurt
her
you."
downstairs. She leads her downstairs, right? But then she go like when Amber sees her, Amber basically sees her by the stove, just standing in front of the stove, and she sees her turning on the gas like a maniac.
But Amber's
Eventually,
frozen. She can't. She knows she should scream for the parents, but she can't. She knows she should stop her, but she can't. She knows she should do all these things.
tried. She tried
she
to open the
tried.
door.
She
That
did
shit
try
pissed
Like
to
me
Kazani
off.
said, the room was locked. So
Yeah,
she
That
she
shit
tried to,
pissed
retreats
me
back to
off,
the
bro.
room.
but she didn't scream. Like she didn't like.
No, I'm
She
serious.
didn't.
She couldn't vocalize anything. She was
She
frozen.
She didn't know
She-
what to do.
She probably
So
scared
she hid
her.
under the
As she should
covers.
be.
She's
Like,
frozen.
She hid under the covers. And then all of like 2 minutes later, all of a sudden, here comes Claire, removes the covers over her, and is looking at her dead in her face. And she's like,
Amber,
shh.
yo, you
And she's
confusing
like,
all the
come.
names. Somebody,
Claire.
Amber Taylor.
No, Claire.
I'm-
Amber's
oh my
under the
God.
sheets.
You're
scared. Amber
Oh,
Taylor's
my-
under the sheets,
Amber-
scared.
Okay.
After
Yeah.
she saw her at the stove, she tries to go to the parents' room, is locked. So she
Yeah.
goes back to Claire's room and she
Yeah.
hides under the covers. She's under the covers. 2 minutes later, Claire comes
Claire
into the
comes.
room, removes the covers, and she's like, shh. And she's trying to lead her, come,
I'll
let's
never
go.
hurt you.
Mind you, the house is filled with gas. Where there's gas, there's fire. Where there's gas, where you smoke gas, where there's smoke, there's gonna be fire. She has matches. She lights the match and she leads Amber outside of the house, and they stand by the tree that's across the street from their house. She stands with her by the tree and watches the house
Like a
slowly
psycho.
burn. Slowly burn. Mind you, it takes a while. It takes a while because it was one little match,
Mhm.
and it's not like it's gasolina around the house. It's just gas, the smell. So she's watching it. Eventually, it catches fire, and she slowly starts to see the fire coming out of the windows. Claire kills the parents. She kills her own parents because she doesn't want to move away from Amber.
She's
So
like,
she kills her
"Nothing
own
can take
parents
me away from
in a
you."
fire. She kills her parents in a fire. Bro.
So this moment is what I think really this really like scarred Amber Taylor and started like all of her mental problems because she
Yeah.
witnessed all of this. I feel like this is when she like developed the OCD. She was having night terrors weeks after this. Meanwhile, we finally are reading from Claire's perspective, like
Oh,
Amber Taylor is crying all the time, bro. It's not that big of a deal. And we're
She's like, it's not like it was her parents.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, are you? This bitch, she has no remorse. Like, no, she's like nonchalant.
she doesn't have any sense of remorse, so she's like a sociopath. Like,
Yeah.
she can kill someone and not feel anything. To her, it's justice. It's like, well, they were gonna do this, so that needed to happen to them.
Yeah,
She's like a psychopath. Like, she doesn't have any sense of remorse. So that trauma of watching people die in the hands of this person that has absolutely no remorse, it does things to you.
And she's
It
kept it a
does.
secret. So like, it's not like people knew that Claire did this, because if not, they would have sought
Taken
out
her
some
away,
type
yeah.
of
100%.
besides just the fact that she lost her parents at a young age. They would have sought out, like, I think they have to institutionalize her if anybody knew. So not only is like she was there for it, she also has to keep it a secret that Claire is capable of something like this
and
their whole life.
she's like,
And it's to the
obsessed with
point
her family.
it's to the point where Amber Taylor herself, this is why she checks 3, 4, 5, 6 times that the oven is off before she leaves the house, because of
And the
that
door,
trauma.
and the door and everything. She's like, please,
This
don't let her
is
come
why
in.
she does it over and over and over and over again,
And
because
yo,
of
everything
that
makes sense.
situation. And now everything's clicking together. It's like, ¿qué? At first it was like, ¿qué? Ya, tú le quedaste la puerta, ya. You
We
turned
were
off
like,
the oven.
oh, it's her OCD,
No.
but like she developed that OCD because of that like intense trauma that she experienced.
100%.
And that's why she would
100%.
react the way she did whenever Claire would randomly be in her fucking house.
Yes,
Like, bitch,
we're like,
what?
oh, Claire's just like an overbearing little sister.
No, I'd be Claire's too. I didn't
now
even
we're
say
like,
words.
oh, she is crazy, and that's why
I
you're
would be
scared
scared
of her.
too. Once Claire is there, I'll be checking my oven and my doors too. I get
But the
it.
thing
Like,
is, that you know what gets me tight is that Claire doesn't want to get caught. She's also smart. Yes, she's a sociopath, but she's also smart. She tries to make it seem like Amber's crazy. She'll be like, "Oh, there she goes, talking to her imaginary friend again." She does that to
you
cover
can't
her
be my
tracks.
imaginary friend.
She does that.
You
She will
can't.
literally to
Like,
cover her own. It's like she's not there, but at the same time, she knows what's gonna get her in trouble, and she has sense. She's like a
She's
psychopath, but with sense. It's like
they
she
be having
knows it'll get
sense.
her in trouble. But she wants Amber to look crazy. She'll be like, "Oh, there you go, having your imaginary friend again, Paul. This is getting too much now." Like she tries to make Amber seem like she's crazy. Bitch, tu casaste el
Most
drum.
psychopaths
because
are,
if you
girl. They
keep
be
her,
charismatic and shit.
crazy, if she ever tells your secret, Amber's crazy. Amber's crazy. If Amber ever
So
tells your secret, Amber's una loca. How can we believe Amber? She's always been crazy. So she keeps her like this whole time. She's not like. She has not been reassuring her. She's kind of been brushing it off as if it's like completely normal, and it's like it's just Amber Taylor. Amber Taylor's always been a little cuckoo crazy.
right,
Bitch, you
cover
caused
her
the
own
cuckoo.
tracks,
You
Imagínate,
are the
yo.
cuckoo crazy, and you caused Amber's cuckoo crazy.
and
Like
that's what I don't like. It's like, bitch, you know what you're doing.
she's
Like you're generally
insane.
insane, but you know what you're doing. Like you know how to do your shit. But you're dead ass insane because of the lack of remorse. Lack of remorse lets you know you're really crazy. Like
Yeah,
you don't have nightmares. You don't have guilt. You don't have anything. You're not a real person. Like you're
basically.
really insane. So then it skips to now. It skips to is New Year's Eve. You know, it skips to that whole situation. It's New Year's Eve. She knows Claire's smart. So Edward comes into the room and she's like, wait, but Claire, she should
Wait.
get it. Like, what?
Talk about what Paul did. Let's talk about what Paul did.
No, we're in 182 now. It was the diary that was before was that situation that we just talked about. And then now it's New Year's Eve. It's switched to New Year's Eve now. And it's Edward. And Edward is bit so I was about to say June. Ever since Amber Taylor, like she's in the coma. Now we're going to the entry where she's in the coma. There was one point where she was pointing in real life, but she was seeing a vision of herself when she was a child that was pointing at a door. And in real life, in her coma, she was able to point. This is when her ex Edward made sure he sedated her, whatever. Ever since that time that Paul, her husband, witnessed that she actually pointed, he decided, you know what? I'm gonna that
Yeah.
same little camera, I'm gonna put it in your room. I'm gonna put it because I swear you're gonna get better. Her husband is 100% like he's hopeful. He is
Yeah, he's
hopeful
actually
that
really
she's gonna
great
get
guy.
better. Ever
That's
since he
great.
saw her pointing in real
Yeah.
life, he's like, okay, I swear to everything she could hear me. I know she's starting to wake up.
She's in there somewhere still.
She's
like,
in there somewhere. She's starting to wake up. So her husband decides, you know what? I bought this little camera, and you know what? It was supposed to be for our crib, but I'm gonna put it in your room.
she was feeling
He was
unsafe.
so sweet.
She
about
was
it,
feeling
too.
unsafe at home, not thinking someone's watching her before Edward even came into her life. But it's because Edward has been stalking her. So like it's like pobrecita, like Claire has taken over. Oh, hold on. Actually, hold on, because the whole reason Edward actually not only is he also a little crazy, Claire ruined his life.
Yeah. And, oh my god, I thought about it, but I was like, no, he's in the hospital. He has to be. And I thought about it.
So
bro.
Claire didn't think that Edward, her boyfriend at the time, she didn't think he was good enough for her. So he was aspiring to be a doctor, and he was doing his shit. He was doing everything he can, and
Hmm.
you know what? It's really hard to become a doctor.
And
You
thank God
put
he wasn't.
years of dedication.
She did us a favor,
So
honestly. Like,
Claire felt like, nah, I don't think this nigga's good enough for Amber. And at the end of the day, Amber belongs to me. Her love, her attention belongs to me. And this nigga's kind of being a distraction. I don't like that. So
Yeah.
guess what? Claire
She said, wrap
decides
it
to
up.
ruin his life by sending HR letters, sending so many letters and lies and sabotaging his career to the point where he's only able to become a night transporter.
Yeah, he never got to become a
When
doctor.
when you're a patient transporter, you take patients in an elevator up and down every floor to their room that they're supposed to go to. That's what you do. As a night transporter, that's what you do. You transport patients up and down the hospital for whatever treatments, this and that they need to do. He wanted to be a doctor. Claire ruined that for him.
thank God.
But
It was for the
she
greater
did it in
good.
the place of Amber.
Yes.
She hid behind Amber and she made it seem like Amber was the one that did that. And it wasn't. She made all the evidence, all the suspicion point to Amber that she sabotaged his career, and he took it personal because he was really aspiring to be something, and he was dedicated, and Claire made it seem like it was Amber, and Amber, she's like, she doesn't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know that Claire did that. So to
Until
her,
right before she was in a coma, like right before. She
this
Hmm.
so the point of view that we get is Amber in 1992 when she was 11 years old. Then we get the week before her trauma, her coma incident, the week before, and then we get her in the coma. So that week before, all of those things are being explained, it's being built up. It's
Yeah.
literally the week before the coma.
Oh,
That's what we get to see.
yeah.
Because it's Christmas. Entonces después de Christmas is New Year's. And New Year's is, we'll get to that. But that's that.
This book
Oh
has
my
been
God.
stressing, as you can tell.
And honestly, like, I'm so this when I tell you, like, okay, I get to work every day at 6:30 because my job is about 12-minute drive from the military base. My job is 12 minutes away from the military base. So he drops me off first and then he goes to work. I always get to work at 6:30. I don't clock until 7:30. So that whole hour I read this book. I read this book and I be there, mad like fucking like a tonta, but like all alone in the building all the way until 7 o'clock when we open. I have that 30 minutes alone. I take the whole hour, bitch, and I read the book.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, like, let's just say the part that we're gonna get to when we reach to it,
Trigger warning.
trigger warning.
We haven't
Let's just
we haven't
say
even said anything, but even though we've explained
We've said
things,
a
but
few things
so
already.
but this
so
one is like
okay.
It's so
The
bad.
next the next scene, so we're talking about all that. The next scene is called Then. This is the week before the trauma. This is Christmas Eve. We talked about whatever we had to say. The
oh,
Bro,
stop.
before that, in the one before, because I thought Claire was gonna get his ass. First of all, she knows how
right.
Edward looks, and then when
Yeah.
him and Edward like bump into each other, he's like talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, you must be worried about your sister," and she's like, "How the fuck do you know we're sisters? Like, who are you?" And he's just giving it all away, like he's just ruining it. And then I thought she was gonna get him because she says, "Of course, doctor," and he says, "Oh,
question
Clark,"
mark.
and she's like, "I thought he told Paul he was a porter." Like, you
Hmm.
literally, I know what he told Paul, but then when he left and Claire came in, she was like, "Who was that?" And he was like, "Oh, it was the porter." So I thought she was like, "Oh, I'm trying to catch him. What's your name, doctor?" When I already know you're a porter.
Which a
But
patient transporter and a doctor is two
very
different
different
things.
things.
Yeah, but he keeps posing. He keeps posing sometimes as a doctor to get in her room, but then he'll tell them.
Because he likes to tell them, oh, you have until a certain time of
Yeah,
visitation and then you gotta get out. So he
bro.
To be
tries to play as a
alone with her.
doctor.
I was just rooting for her so much. I'm not gonna lie. Before I knew
Me too.
everything, but I was rooting for her, and I thought she was gonna like figure it out
And
there.
and that's why Amber was like, yo, Claire is smart. I hope she gets
I
him.
know.
Yeah.
And she didn't get him. She didn't get him at all. So that
Ethan,
sucked because it was like fuck.
y
Do you have
también.
uh-huh.
That's the chapter. Dude, this chapter was so cool. That's the chapter where she
One
starts going backwards in her memory.
yeah.
This whole thing was so cool to read because I feel like visually, like, it's already cool because it's like, but it's easy. You know what I mean? You just film it regular and then you go reverse. It's pretty easy to do
Bro,
visually.
this fucking
But to
chair.
do like in a book, literally, like, I feel like you have to be
Hello. She
imagining
did his
it.
and hers.
I've never read that shit. I've never even heard of that bitch. But I did pass by it when I was looking for a show, and my man
On
is in
Netflix,
it.
bitch.
My man is in that. I have to watch
That's
it.
my man. That's my
No,
husband.
that's my man. That's my
That's
man.
my husband.
That's my man. Sorry. That's my man.
Listen.
But yeah, and
So-
this is where she lost the baby, which, bro,
God.
that's when
No,
they
no, no,
have
no.
like,
We're still in the 180s. We're still in the
yes,
180s.
in 184, she's going back in her memory and she's remembering stuff. She's going in reverse. She's remembering having the argument with Paul. She's remembering the car going backwards. She's remembering like the fight with Claire. And then at some point, she's even in Claire's house where she's like, I guess is the fight where we're gonna get to earlier, the argument. But that Claire like does something with her hands and she thinks that she stabbed her. And she's like, oh, she like stabbed me, but it ends up being that she lost the baby. She just starts bleeding.
So Amber has a miscarriage because Amber's stressed out. So basically, the diary entries that we stated, the diary entries that we're reading are actually Claire's diaries.
Yeah.
That Amber stole, not stole, but stole.
She found
She stole
him.
it.
Yeah.
Amber and Claire, they were together, they lived together, and then when the move happened, Amber took Claire's diaries, and Claire's diaries revealed all her deepest, darkest secrets. It revealed her trauma. It revealed
Yeah.
everything.
That's
So-
Amber's parents left Claire left them the house, left
Everything. They left them everything. So,
she felt like, oh my god, that's the only thing I can have to myself. So she kept Claire's diary. She's like, this is like our childhood too. So let me keep all of these.
But
oh my
eventually,
God, bro, that shit.
her being married with her, Amber being married with her husband, you
Leave
share
it alone.
every fucking thing. You live together, you share everything, and eventually he stumbles across these
Yeah.
diary entries. But he doesn't read them. He don't read them.
He
He's
gets
like,
me
oh
type this whole thing though.
no. But we're front tracking too much.
Yes, but that part, yeah, it's just like where there's no really dialogue. She's just saying
Okay,
everything she saw.
this is the next part.
Mhm.
This is the next part. Now we skip to the week before the trauma, which is what we're dealing with.
Yes.
She gets home from work. She's expecting to see her husband. She's looking around. He's not there. She hears little rackets. So she's looking around the house and she's a little shook. She's like, what the fuck am I hearing? She goes upstairs. She checks the bedroom. He's not there. So she's like, okay, whatever. She goes back downstairs because she hears another ruckus. When she gets downstairs, her ex, Edward, is in her house.
The one
He's in her house.
escape his apartment because she got drugged and raped.
Oh.
And
This was
God.
after she escaped his apartment and she did her own thing. She gets back home. She's looking through her house. She gets back home. She's looking for her husband. Her husband is not home. She's hearing noises. She's looking for her husband upstairs. He's not there. She goes back downstairs because she hears another noise. Edward is sitting on her couch.
And
Oh,
he's like, what's wrong? What's
she she gets mad at him because he left the stove on. Isn't that funny?
mm,
Yeah, yeah, she does.
this is just
So she and I'm looking, and my notes says, "Is this real? Is he really in her house? Is Edward there for real?" Those are my notes
You want to know what I have
because we don't
for?
know that she's fucking Claire yet. We
yeah.
don't know Claire is the one.
But when she says on the page you're looking at too, the last, well, the one before the new chapter,
188. Yeah.
188. In the first end of the first chapter, she says someone else has been here, Claire. And I wrote, why is that your first instinct?
Always.
Question mark, safe?
Yeah.
Always. Always.
'Cause
Then
what
it
the
jumps to
fuck?
her journal entry, Claire's journal entry from 1992.
Mhm.
Then it jumps to that. Basically, oh, I gotta change schools again. I'm gonna miss Taylor so much. My Nana won't be here. This is all Claire talking about Amber. Amber Taylor Reynolds. Whatever the fuck.
Amber
She's like, fuck, like I gotta change schools. My
Please,
my
please.
my, my abuela's not gonna be here. I'm gonna miss Taylor. So she's like, okay. And she swears she's grown. She's like, I'm 11 now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not a fucking child. I'm 11. Like, what? And okay, bitch, you 11, bitch. You what? And then she starts talking about a water bill. Her dad can't pay the water
That bitch
bill.
is nasty.
So she didn't shower for 2 days because she heard a conversation
Nasty.
about that. Oh, they're gonna shut off the water bill, and this and that. And then she has a date with. She goes out to eat. She goes out to eat at that moment, and her dad. She goes out to eat with her dad, and okay, all of that is cool. They had fish and chips, fish and fries. They call chips fries. I don't know. Don't ask. Um. She spots some scissors. So she spots some scissors and she cuts her fucking hair. She cuts her hair in a bob.
To
Because
look
just
like
because
Amber.
her parents
Bro.
said don't ever touch scissors, she touched it and she cut her
No,
hair in a bob.
no. Why did she do that? Because Taylor cut her hair the other day. She wanted to look like Taylor. She said,
wants
we
to
don't
look
look
like
like two
Amber
peas in a
Kate.
pod anymore. What the fuck? Are you are you
So
Taylor right now?
I don't
What's
know.
that?
And then it's like it skips to the now. It skips to her in a coma. She realizes she's been there for a week. Because all of a sudden her husband comes in, oh, happy new year, it's New Year's Eve. She knows she's been there since before Christmas. She understands that because that's the last thing she remembers. So now she's like, okay, fuck, I've been here for like over a week.
Yeah.
Okay, like, and she's hearing, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna be watching over you, this and that, and she's scared. Like a part of her is scared. She doesn't want to be left alone. When her husband is there, she's like, please stay with me because
Literally.
I feel an evil entity that's coming and I just don't want to be left alone. Please don't leave me
Between my
alone.
sister, the doctor, I just want
Between
to
my
be with my
sister and
husband.
and
Please
this
be here.
Edward
Like,
nigga, my ex, like I just really, my gut is telling me, please don't leave me alone. Like I'm really scared right now. I don't want to be left alone. Like just stay with me. But visiting hours, you can't. But for New Year's Eve, you're allowed to stay until midnight. Oh, Happy New Year! You're allowed to stay until then. That's the only thing, though. Whatever. All right, whatever.
that's when he puts the camera.
That's when he puts the camera because he's like, you know what? I just, as your
It's
husband, I just have this
Again, I
feeling.
can't do this. It's too much.
As your husband, I just have this feeling. Like ever since you was able to point, and then he tries to be like, oh, if you could hear me, do this. He tries to test her a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's certain little, he
He's
has
so
certain
cute.
indications, but not fully. But as her husband, he's like, yo, I know my wife. Like I have a feeling that I know she can hear me, but I can't prove it
Yeah.
Mhm.
because this doctor nigga Edward is trying to say no, she's still sick. No, she did this. He's her husband. He knows. So that's when he instills the camera. He's like, you know what? Esta cámara that I got for our house, yo te lo voy a poner aquí en este cuarto because I know all this practice that I've been doing with you, I know you're gonna do something, and I'm a put motion detecting on it, so that I can see if you move, I could see it. First of all, si yo veo una vaina así that happened in page 210, that's how traumatized I was. It was page 2 fucking 10
No, bitch,
with
it's
the
the next
rape.
chapter.
I'm pulling up to the hospital. I'm not staying there and watching that. Anyway, so
Wait, what's in
whatever.
210?
And I'm mad that when Edward was in her house, now it goes back to when Edward was in her house. Remember when she was hearing things and he choked her
He
up.
has the
He
nerve.
tried to kill her, and the only thing that she was about to die. Edward was choking her up because he was mad. He was mad. He was like, "Oh, don't act like you don't want to be with me, this and that." And he was upset because she doesn't remember anything. Why? Because bitch, it was Claire.
He said, "Look, you were begging me."
It was
to
Claire
fuck you
that
up."
sent you there. So
That would've
he
got me
don't
so
know.
tight.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Oh my
So
God, that
he's
would've
trying to
got me so
kill
tight.
Amber. Edward is in her house. He's trying to kill her. He's choking her to death. She's starting to black out.
She said,
She's starting to
said,
see
"Oh,
stars.
it's so rude. You left like that."
Everything is starting to go black. The only reason why she lived is because Edward heard her husband Paul. He heard him unlock the back door. And he let her go from the chokehold. He let her go and he snuck out through the front door. So he was going to kill her because he's like, if I can't have you, nobody can. He was going to kill her. But thank God Paul got there when he did. And the only reason why Edward let go is because he heard the keys unlocking the door. He heard the keys unlocking the door.
Bro.
And she didn't tell him.
Bro, she
That
get
pissed
me
me
tight.
off. I was like, Amber, get out. No, stay there. Actually,
She hears her husband coming in. She hears her husband coming in the door. Guess what the bitch does? She runs upstairs. Cause porque él me estaba ahorcando, esta estúpida. He was choking me, and I don't want him to see me
And,
like
oh
that.
my God, the pictures. The pictures.
She runs up to the bathroom. She locks herself in the bathroom when she hears her husband coming in. Edward left already because he heard the keys. He went through the front door. She goes up. She runs upstairs. She locks herself in the bathroom because she wants to take a bath. She wants to relax. She wants to unwind everything that just happened.
Bro.
She also wants to tell him that she's pregnant, but she's not telling him yet because she's like, you know what? I want it to be a Christmas gift. I
And
want to
he's
tell him
being
at a special time.
Stephanie, the pictures.
She stays there with bruises around her neck. She stays there and doesn't tell her husband that there was a man, an intruder in her house. She
Talk
doesn't
about
tell
the
her
pictures.
husband.
Talk about the pictures, Stephanie. Stephanie, talk about the. Alright, so let's talk about the pictures.
He has pictures of her. That moment that he roofied her drink, that night that he roofied her drink. This is where I say she has multiple personality disorder. She had like dick in the mouth, ready to suck, like eyes up, like perra, pure perra. I mean, like, yeah, bitch, pero not for him. Perra.
That's what it
Perra.
was.
She's like this.
I don't know why she's reenacting it, but that's
No.
what it was.
He had sexual pictures of her wanting it. Like in those pictures, you could see the seduction in her eyes. She wants it, but she doesn't remember.
Begging
Duh,
for it.
bitch. She's
Begging
roofied.
for it. Yeah.
So to him, he's like, nah, pues, ella, te va a hacer, bitch. Tú lo querías, you wanted it. You wanted it, and now you acting like you didn't want shit, bitch, and you was horny for it. No, nigga, you roofied her, and obviously, when you're blacked out, you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Hey.
Which, why wouldn't you?
I would have told my husband, guys, I'm married. I would have told my husband, babe, a nigga that I used to fuck with.
I thought we was just
Right?
chilling.
I took a drink with him or two, but I had lemonade. I didn't drink.
I
You
had
know
lemonade. Lemonade.
You were like, no, you drunk. No, nigga, I didn't drink this time. I had a lemonade. I promise to God, I had a lemonade.
I swear. Look at my
And
tab.
I went
It's
to the
15
toilet.
lemonades.
I would be scared. I'll be scared to tell Bay in real life. But
But
I'm not gonna
that's
stay
literally the
quiet.
best thing you could do.
You just got attacked in your own home.
Yeah.
She got attacked in her own home and she didn't tell her husband because she felt like, oh my god, what is he gonna think? Oh my gosh, is he gonna believe me? Oh my gosh, I'm pregnant and I don't know how to break that news. She's overthinking everything. So she doesn't know. She's hiding the fact this nigga, she almost died. He was gonna kill her. He was going to.
Yeah.
She was only saved by the key entering by her husband. If he didn't enter, she would have been dead.
Some will say she was saved by the bell.
No, bitch, she was saved by the key, yo.
Saved by the key.
And I wrote in my notes why the fuck she didn't tell him. I was tight.
I was really, really.
Why
upset.
would you not tell your husband
like,
that there's a man that's upset? And in comes my husband. Here comes my husband.
And now I have to play it off.
Stayed on the ground. He would have found her like that. Like, this is a perfect time to come clean about everything. But it's really crazy what your brain. Aw, hi.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Howdy.
It's
Happy
really
early
crazy
birthday.
what your brain does. Like when you've been.
Crystal said happy early birthday.
Thank you.
All right, don't start. I'm on a book club. Hey, what was you saying?
That what your brain does when you've gone through trauma, because even though in the middle of her literally getting beaten up about to die, she said, okay, I gotta wipe my tears, wipe my bruises, I gotta do.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I think because she lives in constant fight or flight since Claire, that she's like, she is also treating another like abuser person in her life like it's fine, I just have to like recover from this. Like, I'm like, girl, stop, get help, please, get help, please.
He has access to your house.
He knows
Why
her
are you not
password.
telling your husband?
He knows everything about her at this point. Because knowing her phone password is kind of insane. Like,
he unlocks her phone like nothing.
Like nothing.
Like nothing. He did it.
I'm sorry.
I
this
was
shit is
genuinely,
so funny. Y'all look.
I was genuinely
so
upset.
stressed.
I said, I'm so mad at Amber. Why didn't she tell him, stupid ass bitch?
Come on.
Why? You almost died.
So frustrating.
Stupida.
Because like we know what she's been through and why she is like this, but it's still like it doesn't click like that. Her thought process is still to like continue to hide that she's getting hurt, which is like, but just like, but why? Please, Amber.
Oh my god, this chapter was just crazy.
And so I'm really upset about that. Then it turns into before again. We're in 1992.
The diaries.
Yeah, 1992.
No, it's the same chapter.
No, we're on 198.
197. He finds the diaries.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
He didn't read the diaries. All he read was so let's get this straight. Paul did not read the diaries, but he read one sentence that said, "We're like two peas in a pod."
The worst thing he could have read. Well,
that's all he read.
But
that's all he read.
So Claire said, he read everything, bitch.
Yeah.
He knows
everything. Because that's the mantra. That's the mantra. We're like two peas in a pod. That's the mantra.
Poor Amber Taylor. Like, it's either Claire or Edward.
Can I say this
Claire
quote?
Or Edward.
Bro.
Like,
can I say this quote? Because I love this quote so bad.
What?
197. Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney.
Fuck, bitch.
We are all just ghosts of the people we hoped that we were, and counterfeit replicas of the people we wanted to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is she spinning right now?
It's
that
true.
was beautiful.
You know what? I really thought that for a long time. Like, oh, my highest self, like I can hear her, I have access to her, but I'm not her. But it's like, bitch, every single day that you have an opportunity to wake up and go back to sleep, you need to take advantage of that. You do.
It's
you need
such
to
a
take it
funny
because you can't just go to sleep and be like, oh, I'm gonna wake up the next day and do
And
this
be
and I
my
have to
higher
do
self.
that and expect it. You can't expect that. Oh, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna go shopping. You can't expect that because guess what? You could die 20 minutes of you taking transportation. You could die in the next 30 minutes of you waking up. You don't know. You can't just be like
You could
waking up
wake
and
up
be like,
dead.
oh, I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna go to Ulta. I'm gonna go to this. You can't suspect it. You can't be like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. You don't know that because you could die and literally the hour that you're getting to Ulta. You don't know that. So you have to be grateful.
What do you have to do at
Anyway,
Ulta?
don't let me get into philosophy.
What do you have to do at Ulta, huh?
Anyway, bitch, I gotta get my butter gloss, Nyx.
Okay.
Hello. Butterscotch or cinnamon. Anyway, um,
I love that stuff. And like
huh,
kind of so what you were saying, I feel like you think about like the best you or like your higher like self. I don't know the exact word for it, but just like the best version of you, and you
higher
like,
self.
yeah, you like are like one day this and this and this, but you don't really do anything about it. And then it's
No,
kind of
no,
like
no. The
you
thing,
realize is you have to do little things to get to that.
the
And it's
thing
like you
is,
don't wake up like,
your higher self speaks to you every day because that's the real you. That's the future you. When you have that feeling that it's like, oh my God, I accomplished this, your higher self is the future, you in the future that are already accomplished it. That is the person talking to you, is your higher self. Like the future you that already accomplished that already surpassed that. She's talking to you. That's why sometimes when you have a gut feeling like, oh nah, I don't think I should go this way,
mm,
it's because that you that already experienced that is like, yo, she's sending an alarm in your body. Yo, don't go this corner. That's why you get a gut instinct, and that's the instinct that you have to listen to. Don't ignore her. You can't ignore that gut instinct because that's the one that is letting you know, yo, this is here. Don't go that way. And some people don't listen to it, and some people do. And the ones that do, they hear about it the next day. Yo, in this corner, they raped these two women that passed at the same hour you was passing. It could have been you. And that's why your
yeah.
gut said don't go there. Like you need to pay attention to the cues that your body gives you. Because your higher self is in there. Like you already did everything you wanted to do in this life. Time just has to catch up. Simply time
Mm.
time just has to catch up. You already did everything you want
Mm.
aspire to be already happened. Time simply has to catch up and you're getting there. You're getting there. You're experiencing the get to that.
Yeah.
So just pay attention to your cues, your body language. It'll tell you everything.
Miss Sunny, what do you have
Y'all
to
making
say?
me a philosopher,
You are?
really? Wow.
No, I'm not making you nothing because your higher self already said you're a philosopher.
You
So
stupid bitch. Because she knew
she
that
know.
you was gonna tell the truth. Alright, chill, relax.
Miss Sunny, you better
So
not be
I'm
falling asleep over
mad.
there.
I'm mad Amber didn't tell him, stupid ass, whatever. Then it goes to before her little diary entry, which is actually Claire's. And it explains the sleepover 1 a.m. and how she was actually able to get what she wanted, which was, oh, I was actually able to move in with to
Mm-hmm.
Amber.
To show her family.
She cried her way. She acted like a victim because when she had that sleepover, she made to Amber's parents. She cried her a river. She said, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. Like, and Amber's parents was like, Bendito, and the foster papers was right there the next morning. So she was like, my best friend Taylor, I'll never leave her behind because we're like two peas in a pod.
Dun dun.
Then, um, what else? I don't even know. Oh, then the last page of 203 says, they're not my secrets. The diaries belong to Claire. So this is where we find out
Jaw,
that,
jaw
Oh my
drop.
god. I was
tell him,
so. Oh my god.
tell him.
It was just so much because it just like I said already, but it just made so much more sense. It just connected everything where it was like that makes so much sense because the thing where Claire was threatening Edward, I was like, that is a very like Claire thing to do. You know what I
And this
mean?
was
Like
the
it
week
just
before
lined
the
up where it's like,
coma. Mind you,
right.
then is the week
And
before the coma.
and
So
she's the
Paul
one
is
that
looking through the
suggested
attic
it,
and he finds the diaries. And this is what we're
bro.
talking about. He finds the diaries in the attic. And he's like, oh, like I kind of stumbled upon some diaries. They're yours, right? And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, don't read that.
That's
Don't even look at
private.
it. Yeah, she's like, that's private.
Literally.
Don't read it. Don't even look at it. Like, why you even
Don't
in
even,
that? He's like, why
don't
you
even
even in
look at
that?
the
He's
cover.
like, bitch, it's my house. Like, I'm looking at the diary. Like, it's in my house. Like, so he's looking at, oh, this is my wife's diaries. Like, oh, let me be fun and read it. Él nada más leyó. He only read one dedo. And that was like, oh, we two peas in a pod.
He was
And
like,
she's
let's
like,
read some.
It was
Let's read
literally
that one.
probably
Let's read some. Let's read it one together. She's like, stop. That's
she
my
said,
private.
stop.
and then
Stop it.
it flips to New Year's Eve 2016, her in the coma. And my note says, bro, huh? She's everybody now? Because that's when we're starting to figure out that that's when we're starting to get.
I literally say, wait, what
That's
the
what
And
we
fuck?
then
find out.
literally page 204, bro, huh? She's everybody now. And then page 205, she has multiple personality disorder. Now Claire is her and she's Taylor. What? Question mark?
I said,
That's
Dookie
when we
POV.
find out that 204 and 205 is where we find out, yo,
Oh my
So
god.
her sister
Taylor
wasn't
is
even my
her.
sister.
Her
She
name
used
is
to be
Amber
my best
Taylor.
friend.
Mhm.
She always called me Taylor back then. Almost everyone called me by my surname. That's what I preferred.
And then
Hello?
206 says, oh my god, this bitch is demonic. She killed her parents in a fire. That's when we found out. That was my note. That's when we found
That's
out.
not what
I
the book
literally, bro, our notes are really similar. I said she
I
killed
was
her
like, this bitch is
parents. She
demonic.
made a fire. And then I said, lock door. Why would she do that? Taking care of children that's not hers. They aren't even related, by the way.
Dude.
I'm always gonna look after you, Amber Taylor. Take my hand.
Yeah, nigga.
Insane.
This bitch is fucking crazy, okay? Y'all, she really said.
And then,
Taylor.
and this is the part where this is
Oh my
literally
God.
6:45 a.m. I'm reading the book. I'm like, coño, I have this book club with my two best friends. Let me make sure I read the book. I get to my job. Bae drops me off. I'm reading the book. This is now New Year's Eve 2016.
Wait, can I say this line? I really like
Yeah.
the
Which one?
208.
Uh-huh.
She says, people say there's nothing like a mother's love. Take that away and you'll find there's nothing like a daughter's hate.
Oh my god, that one was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
I was like, yo, that line is
That
crazy.
one, when I seen that, I was like, oh, literally,
It be
my brain
true.
said, oh shit.
There, bro, when you hate your mother, that shit is insane. Like the people that I
Nigga.
be seeing,
It's
I love my
intense.
mom.
Fuck, I need to charge my phone.
But the people I be seeing, or just like the kids that like murder their parents and shit like that. That shit
Yeah.
is crazy.
Like, it's really,
Bro.
really, really
Ouch.
intense. It's never like, oh god, like whatever, my mom.
I really,
It's
really tripped
always
my
like,
phone.
like teeter the line of killing them.
Oh
Mhm.
fuck.
And I feel like
Bro.
to show you like how important like a mother's both parents are equally like responsible for the child, but having that mother's love and like guidance and just in general having a good person to like lead you through life like that, it determines whether you turn out a little cuckoo crazy or not, I fear. It's like
And it's insane. Like the relationship between mother and daughter can either make or break who you are. Like I'm gonna say this right now. Like my mother went through every single trauma that there is to go through. She was a pregnant mother. She was 16 and pregnant with me. She had me at 17. Her birthday's April. I was born in June. So she went through all the bullshit so that I wouldn't have to. And she taught me everything. And it was fun. I had a spunky young mother. We're only 17 years apart. So we're not that old apart. I'm nothing without my mother and God. Like I say this all the time.
Really true.
And if it wasn't for who my mom's mother, which is my grandma. Anyway, she was a drug addict. There's two types of people. You could either become the trauma that you went
When
through, or you could be the person that be like, nah, I don't want my children to go through that. So I'm
Stop
gonna
the
be
cycle.
different.
breaking.
Thank God my mother was like, you know what? My mom was a drug addict. My mom was in the streets. I was raised in the streets, homeless, sleeping under train stations. I'm not gonna be that if I ever have a kid. And my mom didn't abort me. Me being pregnant at 17, 16 and pregnant, you think I'm gonna have that baby? My mother said, I'm not aborting her. Thank God my mother had me. But anyway, the point is the relationship between a mother and a daughter
I'm glad
is
your mom
very
had you
serious.
too.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
would have been fucking terrified. Like, even me as a 27-year-old married woman, I'm still like, oh, nah, pregnancy? Imagine my mom
What am I, a
at
child bride?
16. Imagine my mom at 16. I'm over here at 27 and I'm married and I have my own place. And imagine my mom that she was less stable than that. She was in the street. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
anyway, the point is the relationship between mother and daughter really affects the daughter and it really affects who she
Yeah.
becomes, who she is, and it affects everything.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And you're lucky if you have a mother that's there for you and that is 100% like giving you every single lesson that she had to, all the trauma she had to go through,
Mhm.
so you wouldn't go through it. She passes it on to you so you don't have to go through it. It depends on the child. Some children, they either have to go through it themselves because they're stubborn like that. No, I have to learn myself. And there's other kids like me. There's this saying in Spanish, consejo de viejo, llévate de consejo de viejo y tú llega lejos.
Mhm.
That means take advantage, like listen to the elders'
Advice.
advice, and you will become an elder yourself. Consejo de viejo te llega lejos. That's
Yeah.
anyway.
And
So
and
uh
and
huh,
vice versa.
and vice versa.
And vice versa.
Sometimes we get into
Moms learn from
philosophy.
kids too, you know?
Oh, my mom learns from me all the time. I'd be like, listen, honey, you fucked up right here, and I wouldn't have done it if I was you. Me and my
Yo.
mom are
Yeah.
best friends. My mom is my best friend, like, and I think it's because we're so close to age. Like, she's only 17 years older than me. Like, we're so close. Like, she's like my sister. People think she's my sister, and she's not. Like,
When you get to an age where your mom could ask you like what do you think about this? Do you think
I
this
could
is
finally
right?
tell
And
my
it's
mom,
like,
mommy, I was giving pussy to Kavane.
Oh my.
I could tell her that now. Like, I'm not scared.
I'm not there yet.
okay,
I'm
okay.
not
I'm not yet.
scared. Like, mommy, I
Interesting.
was fucking him, right? Like, I'm not scared. Like, bro, I'm not scared. But as a teenager, hell no, bitch, I'm hiding everything.
Girl, you was a good kid as a
Yeah.
teenager.
Bro,
My
it's
mom is
crazy.
the reason that I feel like I can navigate my morals so easily because she just, I don't
Yes,
know, the way she just explained things to me growing up and like her standards for me also as a kid like really set me up for success when it comes to that. Like, I feel like
100%.
I can so easily see like just right from wrong, and she made that very clear for me. And like something as simple as like one thing growing up was like, I rather you tell me the truth. And like she really prioritized that over anything. She's like, if you lie to me, I'm gonna be so upset, but if you tell me the truth, we can work on it.
A
You know what
hundred
I mean? Like,
percent.
we can move forward if you just be honest with me. And that is what made me like just always, always, always tell her
And I
exactly.
can help you through it.
Yeah,
Right.
like she wasn't upset. She may have been disappointed in the moment of whatever I may have done.
Right, right.
But if I was honest about it, then we can move forward. If I continue to lie about it, that's when you start to build that distrust, and then
A
you end up
100%.
fighting. So
Isn't
that's
it
why I've always been open with her, and like she's been a safe space. She created that safe space for me to want to come to her about
And
things.
yeah.
that's a blessing, babes. Like, a lot of girls don't have that and they have to turn to wrong men They have to turn to
Yeah.
the streets. They have to turn to people that they thought they felt safe with, but wound up fucking them over. And then now there's trauma there. Like, we're so lucky that we have mothers that, at the end of the day, whatever trauma they may have been through or whatever experiences they may have been through, like, they are able to pass it down to us and be like, mamacita, listen, esto no se hace así, porque en verdad esto va a pasar, and it's like we decide whether we want to take it or not. Some children, they're kinesthetic learners. Oh, you could
Are
you
you
could give me
crying?
advice.
I love my mom.
I love my mom too. My mom is my best friend, bro. Like, if y'all meet my mother, you would think she's my sister. We're so
We've
alike.
met your
Like,
mother.
we're so alike. Like, she is my twin. Like, I love my mom, and I thank Papa Dio every day for my family, my friends' family, and my husband's family. Like, every single day I say a night prayer and I say, thank you, Papa Dio. Please protect my family, my friends' family, and my husband's family. I promise to God, I say that every night. Every night I'm like, please protect my friend's family, my husband's family, and my family. I say that like clockwork every night. Every night. Like, I don't play with that shit. Like, me and Papa Dio have a connection like this. And I pray for y'all family and my husband's family, like, every single night. It never misses. Like, I don't play with that shit because anything could happen and y'all pain is mine. Like, I'm on some fucking Amber Taylor. Like, I do not play with that shit. Like, this is why I pray for I pray so fucking specific. Like, Papa Dios will tell you, I pray so specifically. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I don't play with that shit.
what
I
Chrisani
really don't.
what Chrisani was saying really got me, bro. Cause
Oh.
I just feel like
We love our
I
mom.
love my mom.
We
And
love our
it's
mom.
completely true. Like, for a moral ground, I feel like I have such strong morals, and I do
Mm-hmm.
think I got that a big part from my mom. Cause
100%.
the honesty thing is so embedded in her, like, it's insane. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, your
I've
mom.
never
I love Mama Crystal.
she's
I love
just
her.
so blunt,
I
but
love
it's
her.
like, is the kind of thing where it's like she always, you never have to guess with her. Like, I love
Never.
it.
She's like, sí, es verdad, eso sí hiede.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
good though.
never have to
I don't know.
guess.
I really
Never.
appreciate that. I think it's a good quality to have.
Fuck yeah.
And
That means
I
your word is
think,
valid.
right. And I
Like,
think, like, nothing like just being truthful in every feeling, in every like phase throughout her life, and just in every step. Like, even when she's hurt, she's very, like, she's extra truthful.
you have
She's not
to.
like, I don't know, like, there's certain
She won't
people
sugarcoat it.
that want to sugarcoat it or like
She'll just say it.
downplay it or bottle it up, and I just appreciate
Mm-hmm.
that her from a lot, because I've seen her when she's nice and she's being like, something good will happen to her and she'll still be like very blunt about it,
Humble.
like, oh my god, like this. And she's such an like big emotion kind of person.
No, and I love it that she's like, she'll be, something good will happen to her. So I see, yo me lo merezco, because that's how it is. And
Yeah,
it's like, yes, you do. Tú te lo mereces.
she is. She's very
Like, you
like that.
do. It's true.
She's
Like,
big emotions. Like,
you do.
when she's happy,
Say
she's
it. Tell them.
really happy,
Tell
and when
them.
she's
Tell
sad,
them.
she's really sad, and when
A
she's
mí me
mad, she's really
encanta.
mad.
Like, she don't give a
So,
fuck if she don't give a fuck what type of the que envy comes towards her. She's like, yo, I deserve this, and I do.
yeah,
And she does. She does.
yeah,
Like, that's it. And she's not afraid to say, because she knows Papa Dio got her back. Hello.
facts.
Yeah.
She be in there.
Hello.
So that goes to show you that a mother's love is very, very
100%.
Facts.
And, some girls are not able to have that. Some girls are not able to have that. Like Claire.
And it's hurtful because that like void, you try to fill it any way you can. It gets filled up by hate, by resentment, by you coping in unhealthy ways. You try to fill it however you possibly can, because it just leaves like such a big void in you.
Impact.
And
Yep.
yeah, it's really like it really shows
even
who you are.
even
100%.
like there's
100%.
probably been emotions that she goes through. She has no one to talk to. She gotta go
Bottled
to. She
up.
gotta
It's
talk to
bottled up.
Joe. Fucking Joe. Here comes
Bottled up.
Joe, giving
Who's
her bad
Joe?
advice. Her
It's
imaginary friend.
crazy.
My bad.
It's crazy.
Like
It's
I don't
nuts.
know. That's
And
insane.
Then it skips to now, New Year's Eve. Um, it skips to what she's dealing with now. We're on. This is the trigger warning that we're trying to let you guys
Mm,
know. This is a trigger warning. Her ex Edward, he's extremely hateful, resentful, jealous of what Claire did to him, but he thinks Amber did it, which was sabotage his career. And like I said before, he always locks the door after he comes in to check on Amber. And this is where he brutally rapes her. Like he trigger
so
warning,
bad.
he fingers her and like hard, like to where it hurts. And she has to pretend that she's dead. She has to pretend
Oh
Because
because
my
at
he
this
tried to
god,
point,
he
bro.
at this
tried
point,
to
she's
kill
waking
her.
up. Like she's
He
waking up
tried,
out of her coma.
mind you, she like Babe
Yeah.
said, in this state right now. New Year's Eve, she's starting to wake up. So remember, I noted that she's pointing in real life.
She's
Now her body is syncing with her mind. She's actually starting to wake up from the coma.
she's
So she
blinking. She
wakes
can open
up,
her eyes.
She's
and New
looking
Year's Eve, she
freely.
wakes up, she opens her eyes, she looks around the room. Oh my God, this is the hospital room I've been in
Oh
for a
my
whole week
god.
since Christmas Eve. Oh my God, this is the hospital. She hears the door rattle. Her first instinct, oh my God, let me close my eyes.
Yeah.
She closes her eyes. When she closes her eyes, that's her first fight or flight. She closes them. In comes her ex, Edward. The one that been molesting her in her sleep, in her coma for the whole week. He comes in, he locks the door behind him. Trigger warning. I'm gonna repeat this because we're live. Trigger warning. He comes in,
Horrible.
he locks the door behind him. This is where I said that I have 30 minutes from the time I enter my work until I clock in. I enter at 6:30 a.m. and I clock in at 7:30. At an hour. And I read this
You
and
look like a frozen
I
head.
I was extremely upset, and I had to center myself because I work with
Mm,
babies. I'm an infant teacher. I work with babies from 4 weeks old to 20 months old. So I had to make sure that I was okay. And this chapter really fucked me up because he raped her, and I'm gonna tell you how. So he enters her room, he locks the door. And when he locks the door, he's expressing every anger he has towards her. He's like, I fucking hate you. You sabotaged my career. You wrote those letters. I want you to feel pain. You feel this? And he's fingering her. And he's
Damn.
doing it
was
hard
he
to
not
hurt her.
fucking you? Right.
He's doing it
Was that
hard.
it?
He thought he
And
fucked
then
her
he's
husband.
blaming her husband. He's like, oh, mind you, that night that she got blacked out, that she was being a perra, he took that serious. Oh, she wants me. Nigga, you roofied her and she don't know what she's doing. And yes, she's being a fucking perra, nigga, because you roofied her anyway. So he's taking that roofied Amber and he's taking it serious. He's like, oh, your husband don't fuck you right. He don't love you. I'll admit he loves you. He does, because he's been visiting you and he loves you. But he don't fuck you right. That's why you came back to me. He don't do you right. That's why you came back to me. And he's fingering her the whole time and it's hurting her. Mind you, she is fully awake now. Her mind and her body are connected. The Bluetooth connected. But she has to pretend that she's dead. She has to pretend that she's in a coma because now she knows that if she is fully awake, she knows he's gonna kill her because he already tried it the first time in her
Right.
apartment. So now she has to pretend that she's dead so that she can live. She has to pretend she's dead to live. So the whole time he's fingering her and he's telling her all the things he hates about her and he's absolutely resentful towards her. And All of a sudden, when she thinks that he's stopping, she's like, oh, finally he stopped. All of
Ah!
a sudden,
I
his
hated this.
breath.
I fucking hated this.
All of a sudden, he gets on top of her. And he wants to inflict pain on her so bad. The pain that she did, the pain that Claire did actually on sabotaging his career, that he swears Amber did it, he's trying to inflict that same pain on her physically while she's in a coma. And he's trying to hurt her. So he's fingering her extremely hard. Like it's awful. And at some point he gets off, she thinks it's over, and then he gets on top of her and he starts brutally raping her. Like the headboard, her whole entire, like the whole bed she's laying in is banging against the wall. Bang, bang. He's raping her. And he's like telling her obscurities. He's like, yeah, like you wish this was your husband, right? Like, yeah, like he's being so vulgar with her, and the hatred that's emulating from his heart is strong. And she has to keep pretending mind you, she's feeling
my God,
everything.
bro.
She's feeling everything
Why don't we
because her
just
body
out of a
her body and her mind are finally, the Bluetooth finally connected, because she's waking up from the coma. She already woke up from the coma. She already looked around the room, and the minute she heard the doorknob, she closed her eyes as instinct, and it turned out to be him. And she's going through the trauma of him raping her, and she has to act like she's still in a coma, because if she shows any indication that she's awake, or she shows any indication that she's coming out the coma, he's going to kill her because he don't want to get snitched on.
Yeah, and she's coming out of a coma. Her body is gonna be weak, even though it hasn't been.
Her muscles, when you're absolutely immobile for a whole week,
Yeah.
and that's only a week. Imagine
Longer.
3 months, 6 months that people be in a coma. It's only a week. They have to change positions. As a CNA, you have to change their positions, because if not, you get bed sores and the hole opens up and you stinks, and it's
And also,
anyway.
she was in a car accident, so her body has already been through that physical trauma of being.
She's been through physical trauma already, so she has sores on her body that will stink if you don't constantly move her. And at this point, he's brutally raping her with
Bro.
anger, with hatred. He's doing everything that a man should never do to a woman's body. He's doing it to her, and she has to pretend she's feeling everything, and she has to pretend that she's dead so that she can live, because he wanted to kill her anyways. So to live, you have to fake that you're dead, that you're immobile.
Without warning,
And that
he
part,
plunges
when I
his
tell you,
fingers inside me once more.
Oh,
Then he pulls
God.
them out
Forgot
and
about.
rubs them on my face.
no, the way
inside
he,
my mouth.
after he
Long
rapes
fat
her,
digits
after
pushing
he rapes her,
themselves
he
between
puts
my
his
lips,
fingers inside of her. After he
rubbing
rapes
my
her, he
teeth,
puts his fingers inside of her, and
my gums, my
he
tongue.
after he comes in her, because he comes in her, he's awful. He comes in her. After that, he puts his fingers again violently inside of her, and then he goes like this, so she could taste, and he'd be like, oh, it didn't taste as good as I thought it would, but that's what we get.
No, he's like, hey,
He said,
that's you and me. That's what we taste like.
yeah.
Hope it wasn't as good as I hope, but then looking back at it,
Ah!
ah!
It was always a bit like fucking a corpse.
So he's trying to say she's a starfish girl, period.
Yeah, she a passenger princess. She a pillow princess is whatever.
When I tell you that I was reading this at 6:30 in the morning, I work with infants, and I was so, babes, I was so, princess, I was so angry that my babies can feel what I feel somehow, some way. Babies can like feel your energy. And I was so angry reading this at 6:30 in the morning that I had to center myself, because I know my babies could feel everything I do. And before I clocked in 30 minutes later, no, an hour later, because I clock in at 7:30, and I was reading this, I had to make sure my energy was right enough to continue my job, and I couldn't, like, I was so angry reading that whole rape part
Yeah.
that my babies, like, I toughed it out, because whenever it comes to children, and especially mine, and even I feel like they're mine because I've known them since they were 7 weeks old, 6 weeks old, so they're mine. But the way I had to pretend and the way they fell for it, because they're innocent, but I had to really suppress all of that. I was so angry. I was so angry reading that.
Yeah, he's a sick.
I was.
Bro, the
yeah.
only reason that I was able to pull through was for my babies. Only because of them. Strictly for my babies, as if I birthed them through my pussy, and I didn't.
Bro.
But that's how much I raised them. That's the only reason I was able to pull through.
I was fucking crying. I was like, I wasn't gonna throw up, but I kept going like
I was like, I
it was
wish I
just
didn't
so
read this
gross.
on my fucking. I wish I didn't read this before I clocked in.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what was
really-
you know what was keeping me up there for this chapter? I said everything he deserves is coming to him. Out of the coma plus pause cameras. That's what kept me up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like holding it together after she just felt that. What a way to wake up from a coma, to feel
Right.
this violence
Right.
being done to your helpless body. She's literally like, even after it happens, she hears him leave. She has to count for like 2 minutes straight. Like she's counting
2,000 seconds.
Yeah, she's counting in the she's counting the seconds by the thousands before she feels like it's safe enough to even open her eyes and start to like
Yeah.
move again.
Yeah.
Like, because she just regained control of
She's
her body.
scared.
She just regained somewhat control of her body, just for it to be taken away so violently and so disgustingly.
To even open her eyes.
Yeah, like it was a horrendous thing, and so she obviously she's going through all the motions. Like she's trying to count down the literally thousands of seconds before she can even feel safe enough to open her eyes and start moving again. She's just like she starts yanking at like her IVs and stuff, and like trying to move it around so people can like catch it. She wants him to get caught. She wants someone to notice that something has happened to her. So
Yeah, and when you're in a coma, like there's an alarm that beeps, like beep 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 beep. Like when something disconnects, there's an alarm that beeps, and she tried to use all the muscle power she could for after the trauma. She tried to use she used every strength maximum that she could to disconnect the IV, to disconnect the machine that kept her alive. And eventually the machine would beep 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 beep, and it alerted the nurse. But it took, if you don't move for a whole week, you know what it is to not move for a whole day, and you don't move for a whole week, and you can't feel anything. And she tried her best to disconnect, you know, the IV, the alarm, and eventually she did, and she was able to alarm the nurse, but she blacked out.
She
again.
did, but yeah, as soon
it
as she
almost took her back.
used all her energy to like throw the IV into the cabinet, she's like, my eyelids are getting heavy, like the sleep is pulling me.
She blacked out. She couldn't hold it.
All she hears is that she's crashing, which is like she's going into probably VFib. She's dying at this point. And then
it turns to Christmas Day 2016. So this is the week before the coma. It turns to that. This is where we find out that Madison, her boss, is actually her godmother.
Also, fucking Claire's husband is a fucking predator.
Oh yeah. That part, bro.
Are you kidding me?
Insane.
Hey, can
So
you make me the
oh my
Lipton
god.
soup?
We're going through Christmas Day.
The Lipton
She's
with
still
parsley,
fighting
garlic,
through.
and hot sauce.
They're at Claire and David's house.
Thank you.
Know, picture perfect life, whatever. she gets to talking about
Oh.
how David and Claire met, right? Claire's husband.
Mhm.
They have a 10-year age gap. And we find out that they met when she was 16. When
Her dad's friend.
her dad went to get his car fixed because he has a garage where he fixes cars. And also when he fixed the dad's car, he also took Claire's virginity. And they've been together since. That's the only man she's ever been with. And that's... Oh my... Why are you 26 looking at a fucking 16-year-old ever? And...
He's 10 years older than her, and he's looking at Claire like, oh, yeah, she's a good piece of meat. She's my homeboy's daughter. I want to fuck her. And he took her virginity, and he made her into the woman she is. And the thing is that Claire, as a 16-year-old, yo puedo decir, porque yo me metí con uno que tenía 22. Oye, mi esposo no sabe español, él es jamaiquino, so yo voy a decirlo en español, pero yo era 16. Stop looking at me, nigga. Yo era 16 y yo me metí con uno que tenía 22. This nigga tenía 26, right?
Yeah.
26.
Like,
Bitch, eso era más de 6 años. El mío tenía 6 años más que yo.
I can't even look
Y este tipo tenía, ¿qué? 12 años más que ella. The fuck?
Shit is gross, bro.
We're
I don't know
27.
What the
I can't
fuck?
even look at a 23-year-old.
at
What the
all, bro.
fuck?
Even 25, really. I'm being generous. I can't even look at a 20.
How you think I feel? Que
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
what they would have.
yo teniendo
offered me.
22 y mirando un tipo a los 16, and I'm like, con un asco, pero los tigres no le importan. Son perros, los tigres no le
they like
importan.
that.
It's always, and this is if it starts off with the adult not wanting anything to do with the child and the child coming onto you. It's always the responsibility of the adult to say no. But it's not even. This wasn't even the case. It's not like Claire came
He
on.
just fuck
He
it.
couldn't resist. No, he wanted her. He wanted her, and that's the. Oh my God! The only man.
He wanted her, and he pursued her, and he made sure that he was able to condition her in a certain way, and he did. And you know that he at the end of the day, they wound up being. He wound up having a young wife. He wound up having twins with her, and she was her young wife.
A marriage,
Like-
2 children, and 22 years later, she's never been with any other man, not even interested.
He was her first and her last. Claire's husband was her first and her last.
And that would have been cute if they were the same age.
That reminds me of my other man. Free him.
And look at my notes.
Taylor
220,
Johnson.
page 220. I was like, so Madeline's house is her old house, question mark, and it's her godmother. And then 221, I was like, is she gonna kill her? Like, I was so scared. I was so
For
scared.
220, I wrote, you ever seen 2 crazy best friends?
2 best friends in a room. They might kiss.
2 crazy best friends.
I'm so scared. Ay,
Bro,
Dios.
terrified.
And then 222, where we're at, it goes back to 1993, where, it was the funeral day. Ella mató Claire and her parents. It was the funeral day,
Oh my god.
and she basically acted so extra because she knew CPS was gonna come for her. But
had a
Amber's
plan.
parents came to her.
Because her Aunt Madeline didn't even come to the funeral.
So basically, Claire's tia, Madeline, she didn't want anything to do with Claire because she knows, oh my fucking gosh, my nieta. How you say nieta in English?
Niece.
Niece?
No, nieta.
Niece.
No, that's my
Granddaughter.
Oh.
Sobrina is nieta.
My granddaughter
sobrina.
My granddaughter just killed my children.
Wait, no.
My granddaughter.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Claire
That's
killing her
godmother.
parents.
She's the godmother.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When you take role of godmother, that means that say I take a role of godmother for Crystalini for
You
your
have to
kids
take
and
care of
Crystal for
me.
your kids. If you die,
You take my kids.
I'm gonna be full custody
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
your kids, Crystalini, and your kids,
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we're godparents,
Yeah.
and basically she was like, okay, so
Stephanie, was that really apple juice?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Why I sound like a tupida?
No, you
No,
sound like
not a
you're
estúpida.
drunk.
But go.
No, I'm just. This book is really like it fucks my head up. Doesn't that fuck yours?
Yeah,
No, yeah,
bro.
it's
No,
it's pretty.
100%.
But Madeline is just like basically just a tia. She's the godmother.
She's the
Yeah.
tia slash like madrina.
Yeah, she's a madrina tia. But remember,
Whatever she
nobody
is,
knows.
she don't want nothing to do with it.
Nobody knows that she killed her.
Imagine you being a godmother of a child that killed your
But
god sister.
they
Nobody
don't
knows that.
know.
Nobody
They just
knows
think
that.
it's a fire.
They think it was an accident.
But she's seeing signs in you that she's like, oh.
She ain't seen
She
nothing.
doesn't
She's
even
never
know
seen
her.
me.
He doesn't even know her.
She ain't never
He just
seen
doesn't
me.
want to be responsible for a whole child.
So then why would you accept to be her godparent?
It's in the past. I'm rich now.
She's like, I felt
she's
guilty.
like, I got a free house.
I'm
She
up.
felt guilty.
I'm up. Sorry.
That's it. She said. She just said free house. She don't even know. She don't even know Claire like that. She just said.
She
Nah,
doesn't know. She doesn't know anything. She's just like, oh, I'll take.
I'll take the house.
In the will, I'll take the house, and whatever.
Bro. It's
So
the
then
next
it
thing that
skips
this
to
bitch
now.
did.
Then it skips to
Wait,
now.
sorry,
Monday.
It's so
Monday.
Claire's like Taylor's been acting really strange since then. Like I don't
Yes.
know. She wasn't even injured, and nobody she
Oh
cared
my
about
God.
died. Like what the hell?
She's
Like,
so
So
dramatic.
Bro.
She's
Mind you, Taylor
E.
wasn't even the one that did the killing, and she has that sociopath mentality.
And that's when she's there crying. Oh, I can't go to sleep. Oh, and then
I have to put on my
Taylor's
extra,
mom comes on.
extra
making it for you.
Oh my God. She's like, Taylor's mom
Soup.
comes and she's like, I don't want to go to
making the soup for
strangers.
you?
And they fucking adopt her.
Are you making it for me?
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
This bitch is insane. She's losing
Yeah.
it.
And it's terrifying. It's like
Yeah.
But that she
so.
remembers
Then it
everything.
turns to so then it turns to now Monday, January 2nd. So that means Happy New Year's over. January 2, 2017. She's alive. She's alive. She hears the voice of her sister and her husband. And she's like, okay, I'm in the present time. I try to pull myself together. I try to make sense of everything. And she keeps remembering that Edward is in her room. She remembers what happened. She remembers the rape that Edward did to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to forget, but she keeps remembering it. Imagínate, it's trauma to the body. Like, you're gonna remember. It's awful. It's the worst thing that could ever happen to a person's body.
The good thing
man
is,
or girl.
she remembers everything.
She remembers. So then, then she goes back to the week before. She goes back to the week before the coma.
No, wait.
Where it's Christmas. It's
Wait.
Christmas Day.
In this
Uh-huh.
one, that's when Paul and Claire, they see the cameras.
No, it's not this one yet.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
You
not.
tried to tell me about him, didn't you? But I didn't listen. I'm so sorry, says Claire in 226. And then
226.
Paul comes in and he's like, is
the
there any
2nd of
change?
January
No,
still.
not yet. Have they got him? Asked Claire. No, they've been to his flat, but he's not there. That's
On
when
226?
he saw the cameras. And then she's like, oh my God, poor fucking Paul. He saw these cameras. He saw Edward rape me. Like, bro.
My whole thing is, as a
Insane.
husband, if you're watching a man going under my hospital gown at 12:07 in the morning, and you're watching, and then you watch him finger me, and then you watching him rape me, why would you not pull up?
It's not live. He probably just saw like the
I don't
recording
give a
of it.
fuck. He's watching it in real time because
No, he's not.
No,
his motion
It
detector,
it
but that
princess.
doesn't mean he's
records.
awake to see it at the
It
time.
just
But he
records.
saw it. He saw it.
He saw it and he called the police,
Yeah,
which is
as
why they're
soon as
looking
they
for
saw
him.
it, they took care of it. He's not
Bro,
watching
Even
it.
if he saw it during, he's not
he
gonna get
left the
there in time.
hospital. He left the hospital at 12 something. It was 12:03 when he was like, "All right, I gotta go because they said that New Year's Eve was the place that okay, we could limit it until past 12. New Year's Eve was the time, whatever." He left at 12:03, and then he goes home, and all of this happens
You
at
can't
like
blame
12
this
something.
man.
He saw it because that's why he was
Stephanie,
so.
Stephanie, you can't
Crystal,
add
he
that in.
left.
They didn't
Crystal,
say
he
that.
left he left the
Well, we'll
hospital
see
at
what
twelve oh
time it is
three.
that
You
he
can't
saw
add that
this
detail in.
happen.
They did not
He
say
left the
that.
hospital at 12:03. It says that he was like,
Stephanie.
okay, because it's New Year's, you're able to stay past midnight.
How do you know
Read it
he wasn't
again.
just exhausted and he fell asleep when
Read
he
it
got
again.
home? You
Yeah,
can't
but
The
what
blame
point
the
time?
is,
It doesn't
man.
say what time
he
he came in there.
it doesn't, but he saw it, period.
Yes, and as
He
soon as
saw
he
it and he
saw it,
called the
he came
cops.
and he called the cops.
But my whole thing is, right? If the point of you watching it and you put in a camera and it's Happy New Year, da da da, and it happened minutes after 12, how my whole
We
thing is,
we don't know what time
We
it
don't know,
happened.
yeah. We
And
don't know
it's
when
not
he
like he
saw
was
it.
awake to watch it happen. He didn't watch it in
we
real
don't know.
time. He
We
did.
It
don't
doesn't
know
say.
exactly. We don't know, Stephanie. So
It doesn't say.
loosen up on my man. Like
He didn't. He did not
No,
watch
but
it.
I don't give a fuck, bitch.
That was
he
He
not
did
wasn't
the
happening.
mad
most he
enough.
could do.
He wasn't mad enough. He wasn't mad enough when he found out. He wasn't
You
mad enough.
weren't
He
even
was
there
like,
when he found out.
yes, I was.
No,
What
you
you mean?
They
weren't.
don't
What you mean?
explain
231
that.
to 239, bitch.
They
Two
don't
thirty one.
explain that.
231 to
It's
That's them trying
231
to
229.
be
to
sweet
239.
Amber.
He was like, oh, he called the authorities. He made sure that, okay, look, we reporting this incident. This nigga, he raped my wife. And at the end of the day, he's missing. Now Edward is missing. He's missing. Edward is missing all of a sudden. He's
231
missing now.
to 230. This is where she leaves.
No.
Two
This is
thirty,
where
236.
this is where at the end of the day she's able, everything happened to her already. And Paul knows. At this point Paul knows, and Paul and Claire, she's trying to rebuild a relationship with Claire because that's when Claire starts to apologize. I'm sorry for everything. Like this is the moment, the January 3rd. This is the moment where we know she got raped. We know that whole situation happened. And he's now he's telling Claire about the situation, and Claire, she's upset. She's like, "Oh my fucking god, like I'm so sorry about everything, period." Like Claire, she feels resentful. She's like, "I feel like, oh my god, like I'm sorry about everything." And that's page 233 to 239. She's like, I'm so sorry. And then Paul, from 225, Paul's like, no, 237. He's like, you want something to eat? That's when now she's awake. And he's like, do you want something to eat? What do you want to eat? What do you want to watch? What do you want? Now he's attentivo, like
Yeah,
he's
that's when she's
attentive.
fine.
He's like, what do you want to eat? What do you want to? She's like, I want a glass of wine. He's like, oh, todavía no. Sorry.
Right.
You just woke up. Todavía no. And he's telling her, like,
You
chill.
adding
Right?
stuff, bro. you adding
What
stuff.
I added.
You added thinking that we saw his reaction to when he raped her, but we didn't. This is just after.
He was upset about it, and he stood in the room with her. Nobody was going to move him from there.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to move him. He was like, I'm staying right here.
Yeah.
And one of the pages, he was like, I'm staying right here. I'm not moving.
I'm not.
That's what I'm talking about. He was like, I'm not moving from here. I'm staying
No,
right here.
pero
I'm gonna watch her.
you
And I don't know where Edward went, but he was caught. Edward was caught. because of the camera, and Paul saw what happened. So Edward, I don't know
Edward's
what's
gone. He
happening. I,
disappeared. We
I
skipped
don't.
the
Yeah, he
part with the
disappeared.
book.
Yeah, yeah,
We
he
skipped the part with the
disappeared.
diary in
The
229.
before, yeah, 1993. It's Valentine's Day.
Christmas.
Where what
No, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, February 14, 1993. Before. Oh no, that's what
No.
we're gonna read next.
In 229, we skipped the where he has the thing with Claire in the diaries.
Yeah, so an important part because we're finally getting to what actually happened the day that she fell into a coma and had her accident. So
Hmm.
Claire, we mentioned how Claire is upset because Paul said this one line, two peas in a pod, which
Yeah,
indicates that he
Trigger.
read their the her diaries. So she's Claire's pissed, and Amber's
right.
freaking out because she knows how Claire is. Claire obviously is a dangerous person,
Blair's gonna kill for
so
her.
she's like,
She's gonna
I don't
kill
want you to
anybody
kill
that.
my husband.
Yeah,
So
right.
she, okay, we get to where Claire,
231. Can you hear Can you
she
hear
didn't even
yourself?
want
You're
to
acting
know him
crazy.
about the book deal, about her possibly going to America for a few months because that means she's away from him.
Mmm.
That
Yes, yes, yes.
She just wanted
she's
to
like,
leave.
Paul, you told Claire like what the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like what did you tell her? And Paul's
and
like,
that's why she got in the
chill.
accident.
We still need to
Booski,
know
let's
exactly.
see.
We're getting there to exactly what happened.
Yeah,
She so far she left. She ran out of the house like a loca because she's like, I have to go talk to
She
Claire
had an
so she doesn't
argument.
kill him.
She like, I'm trying to remember in
so
the
her
reverse
knowing
one.
her knowing how Claire is, and her knowing that Claire would kill anybody to anybody who tries to get in the way of her, Amber and Claire. She knows that Claire will kill anyone. Claire killed her own parents that tried to separate her from Amber. So Amber, knowing that Claire would kill anybody for her, Claire was like, okay. So she's like, all
Oh
right,
my god. He
what?
just he just got me tight this whole time with the fucking diary things. Why? Like,
I'm so
I
mad he
told you not to read
mentioned it.
it, and then I told you not to mention it to her, and you're gonna do that. And then he fucking, when she's like freaking out, like, why would you tell her that?
She's like,
And
no, he
he's,
read it.
no,
No, he
bitch,
read it.
no, fuck that. He's like, oh, you're freaking out. I don't know why you're exaggerating. Starts calling her. Hey, your sister's really upset. I think it's got something to do with you. Why are you calling her? Why are you calling her right
Yeah,
now?
I
Yo, he got
know.
me so tight.
Dude,
Oh
it's
my god.
insane.
Mid argument, you're gonna call the person I'm mad about or that we're arguing about?
Bro,
Are
he
you
doesn't know
insane?
how the thing is, he doesn't know how serious the situation is. He's like, bro, it's just a little diary from 11 years old.
Bro.
Nigga, you don't know how serious and how psychotic and how this girl will kill anyone for her. He doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. He's just like, bro, it's just a sister and sister situation. No, she will kill anyone who gets in
She's
between
insane.
her and her best friend.
All she gotta
And he
say for
doesn't
real,
understand that. And
that's not
that's
even my
why Amber
sister.
lost the baby. That's why Amber lost the baby, because she was like, "Oh my God, please don't tell Claire. You already told Claire too much. You already quoted the two peas in a pod. So that's how
Bro.
I know that he read everything." So now Claire has the impersonation that, "Oh my God, Paul read my diary because he quoted two peas in a pod, and that was in my diary." So now Amber's afraid, and Amber's afraid for her husband, and she's like, "Oh my God, I need to save him. I need to save him." And while Amber's pregnant, she's trying to stop Claire from killing her husband because she knows Claire's capable. And in that whole situation, she wound up losing the baby anyways because she was overly stressed, and it's just too much. It's too much. Like that whole situation. Babe, you put hot sauce? You sure?
Bro. But we
You
finally
look at
got
everything
a
he
piece
did.
of the puzzle out the way at least. Because this seems to be the argument that they have where she runs out and goes to
Bro.
Claire's. Or
Ooh,
something happens.
Okay.
that's hot.
So
I
So we
know.
go to now.
Bro. So now,
Yeah, she
so
goes to
now,
Claire's house.
now, January 3rd, 2017, she's going home for a bit. Her
Oh.
sister's baby daddy didn't kill the twins because he's been stressed taking care of Claire's twins. He didn't kill them. Okay, hurrah. And, you know, she's trying to come out the hospital. What?
This is where yeah, they're in the hospital and she's kind of getting better and this and that. And Edward says, "I love you so much." And the first thing that she says coming out of the coma is, "I love you." And then that's when he
Ay,
starts
Dios.
freaking out. And then he starts crying and kissing her. And he's like, "I'm right
Ay, Dios.
here." Oh, Paul, man, he really made a 360.
Yeah, we were like, fuck Paul. Paul's a
Yo,
roommate.
I was like, why in that chapter he called her a bitch? Like, I don't like that.
We were just anti-Paul. We didn't really know.
Oh my god. And then in the next one.
Lord have mercy. So
Oh, that's when she goes to Claire's house.
yeah, she pulls into Claire's driveway. Claire's already standing on the porch, arms crossed. Hello, Amber.
She's been expecting me.
She's like, we need to talk. She's like, I think you need to calm down. He hasn't seen anything. He doesn't know anything. And Claire's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Amber's like, if you hurt him, if anything happens to my man, Claire said, what? What are you gonna do about it? Oh! Oh!
I'll kill you right here, bitch. I'll give a fuck.
Amber's like, I want to hit this bitch real bad, but I can't because I still love her more than I hate her. So she's like, can I come in, please? She stares at her. She's like, all right, you're wet. Take your shoes off. And then she goes in, and she's like, David's upstairs. He passed out, so don't worry. She says, long after you and your husband left. So she's noting the fact that she didn't call him by his name. She's already dissociating him, like, your husband, you and your husband. This is like, now he's an enemy number one. So first thing she says is she wants them back, basically all her diaries. Amber's like, I burned them. What are you talking about? And Claire's like, I don't believe you. And then Amber's like, he didn't read them. She's like, so why do you even have them? Amber's like, they were in the attic. Like, after mom and dad died, you had everything, I had nothing, so you stole them. She said, no, I just wanted something. Oh, damn.
Bro.
She said you wouldn't have taken them and you wouldn't have let Paul read them. Or do you want something to happen to him? I said, oh, this bitch is serious. She said, you down.
That's when she's like, oh, the 2 peas in a pod line.
Yeah, she's like, you need to back the fuck off. So Amber pushed her. She's getting bold. She's like, he read them and now the situation needs to be dealt with. She says calmly. And Amber's like, yo, he doesn't know. And Claire's like, no, he read them. Amber's like, no, he didn't, please. And Claire's like, 2 peas in a pod. That's what he said to me. So he read them. And that's when, like, Amber's obviously high stress alert. She feels a sharp pain and she's like, oh my god, Claire stabbed me. But she looks down and Claire has nothing in her hands and she has blood running down her leg. So it's obviously like she's losing the baby at this point. Claire's like, are you fucking pregnant? Like, what the fuck? How could you not tell me that? And Amber's like, I'm sorry. So Claire's like, I'll just call Paul. Let me drive you. Let me get your keys. Let me drive you to the hospital. It's 15 minutes away. Like, it's right there. Like, we'll just go. Fast forward to her waking up out of her coma. She's talking with Paul. She's having her first meal. It's kind of like very like, just like her getting started on being awake again. Yeah, literally. Yeah. They're just talking. And Paul's phone like buzzes and it's Claire. And he's like, do you want her here? Like, is she okay to come in? And Amber's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. So Claire comes in and first thing she says is like, I'm sorry. And Amber's like, what for? And Claire says all of it because she knows, like, obviously she
knows what she did, right?
Yeah, they got the audio. They I'm sure they know why Edward attacked her because of what Claire did, sending those notes to really sabotaging his entire career.
100%.
So then after that,
that's where we left off.
And now we are going to finish the book. We
Oh my
have
god.
a few pages left. We're gonna start with before Sunday, February 14th, 1993. And we're finally gonna get closure on what exactly happened during the
6
accident.
chapters.
It's not exactly clear. 6 chapters,
Yeah.
so 2 each.
It could be some of
Give
them
me
are
like
short.
3 seconds. I'm
You're
like
good.
seasoning some salmon for lunch tomorrow for me and babe. Give me
Okay.
like
We're gonna
4
read.
seconds.
So then just we'll do our regular 2 pages, 2 pages, 2 pages.
Okay.
No, if you read it, I will listen.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you'll just go. I'll read the first 2, then Crystal will go next, then, and then so give you time to. Then you'll read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Sunday, February
We could-
14th,
We can
19.
honestly do chapters too, because the
Wait,
first one is
name-
2 pages and the
Name
second
the
one is
page.
2.5.
Name the page while I'm seasoning the salmon. Name the page.
241. Well, 240.
Okay.
So here we are. Dear Diary, today's Valentine's Day. I didn't get any cards, but I don't care about that. I have a family now, a proper one, and that's all I ever wanted. I even got a new name, Claire Taylor. I think it sounds.
Ooh.
I call Taylor's mom, and I call Taylor's dad, and I think they like it. I like it. Everyone likes it apart from Taylor. She sulked all morning today in her bedroom, playing with the doll I gave her like a little girl. She
Ooh.
calls the doll Emily and sits and talks to her when she thinks nobody can hear.
Ooh.
After lunch, I asked to go to my room, and Mom said yes. I said I wanted to read my new book, and she believed me. Because it is a Sunday, we had a roast dinner. We always have a roast on Sundays. Today we had chicken, a whole one, with roast potatoes and puddings from Yorkshire and lots of gravy. I ate all of mine.
Yorkshire.
I would have eaten that too, but I was already so full up I thought I might burst. I could hear Mom too, but I could hear Mom asking Taylor what was wrong as I climb up the staircase. They're always asking her what is wrong, and it makes me so cross. Nothing is wrong. She just should be happy as I am and stop spoiling things. Girl,
She stole her family, that ass. But
Bro.
Right.
I passed Taylor's bedroom on the way to my own and spotted Emily sitting on the bed. Sorry, because Emily's not a real person. Sorry. Sitting on the bed, her glass eyes looking right at me. I remember choosing her on one of the visits with the social worker. She was mine, really, and I could take her back if I wanted to. Oh, it's a doll. I had never seen a doll like her before, so real looking. She has shiny black hair, pink cheeks, and a pretty blue dress with matching shoes. Is that the little girl she imagined? No, never mind, sorry.
No, she has a pink dress.
Pink dress, okay.
The pink dress is
Her.
this bitch.
She looked precious. Perfect. I didn't like her. I don't remember picking her or taking her to my room. I only remember looking down and seeing the compass from my pencil case in my hand and Emily on my lap with her eyes all scratched out.
You know what I think? Okay, pink is definitely Taylor.
Who?
No, pink is Claire. Cause she has, I don't even remember what chapter it is, but she has a chapter where she wears a pink dress. And I think the blue dress, like the doll, is supposed to be Taylor. And I think she's jealous or whatever it is, and now she's like, oh fuck this doll, it looks so perfect, it has a perfect this and that, and she's scratching the eyes out because she's imagining it to be Taylor.
She's like, ew.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure what to do after that, so I took Emily by the hand and I went out into the front garden. I'm too old to play with dolls, so I put Emily down in the road. Her little feet tucked into the curb. I still felt very full from lunch, so I sat down on the front lawn and pulled out little tufts of grass with my fingers. The sun was shining and the sky was blue, but it was cold. I didn't mind though. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to see. I got that feeling you get when you know that someone is watching you. Turn back to look at the house. Taylor was there in the upstairs window of her bedroom, looking down at us both. Her eyes moved from me to the doll and back again. She turned away and I wondered if she would cry. She's always crying lately. The first car didn't touch Emily at all, and I felt cross about it. Cars don't drive down our road all that often. Taylor was there in the garden in time to see the second car, though, so that was good. It didn't miss. Okay.
Bitch, you gave her the doll. Like,
Its front left tire went over the doll's face, her hair getting caught up in the wheel. I watched as she went round and under, round and under. The back left tire went over her then too, but it left her where it found her, lying flat on the tarmac. Taylor stood next to me while staring at the doll in the distance. Her face didn't change. Her body didn't move. She just stood there. I carried on pulling out blades of grass, rolling them up between my fingers. I started humming a tune without even meaning to. The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Round, round,
All day
round and round,
long.
round and round.
Like, she's like,
Sorry.
did you tell anyone? I asked. She didn't ask what about, just shook her head and looked down. Good, I told her. Bad things happen when you tell tales on people.
Oh
She
my
looked at me
gosh.
then, and her face was sort of blank. Not happy, but not sad either. Yeah, you sent her into a psychotic... Okay, no, sorry.
Bro.
I
Oh my
tapped the passenger
god.
grass next to her where I was sitting, and eventually she came and sat down next to me. She wasn't wearing a coat, and I knew she must be cold, so I reached out to hold her hand, and she let me. I squeezed it 3 times, and she squeezed it 3 times back. I knew then that we were going to be all right, that nothing had changed. Not really. She'd got herself a bit lost, but I found her again. We might be sisters now, but we'll always be peas in a pod.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think the 3 squeeze thing is like the I love you?
Something is like, yeah, that's their ish. Something that might
I
happen.
feel like, yeah.
Okay.
Then Christmas Day
Oh.
20. Oh, I thought you
No,
said
go ahead. Go ahead.
Christmas Day.
Babes, read for me for the next 2 pages because I'm seasoning the salmon.
Okay. Then Christmas Day 2016 night. Claire put her head under my arm, taking most of my weight, then lends it back out to the car. Then leads me back out to the car. I let her. I'm not sure I can stand on my own anyway. I'm still barefoot as we stumble down the driveway, wet gravel slicing at my toes. She lowers me into the passenger seat, and I notice she's wearing red leather gloves I've never seen before. I'm sitting sideways and I can hear someone crying inside the car. It takes a few seconds to realize that it's me. She gets in behind the wheel, fastens her seatbelt, and closes the door. Where are the diaries, Amber? Fuck! I told you, I burned them. You're lying. For God's sake, just get me to the hospital.
That's
She's
after the miscarriage too.
Yeah.
She's never driven Paul's MG before, but reverses out of the driveway as though it's her own car. One red glove on the steering wheel, the other resting on the gear stick at all times, like a racing driver. Someone in control.
Got a red glove on.
I close my eyes and place my own hands over my belly, as though I'm trying to hold her inside of me. I'm sure it's a girl. Claire and I don't speak as she steers us out of her road. The only voices I hear on the radio. But even they're not real. It's all pre-recorded. Occasionally I open my eyes to look out of the windows to make sure she's going on the right way, but all I can see is black. I have to press one hand against the dashboard to hold myself steady as we turn a corner. I thought you couldn't get pregnant, she says, changing into second gear. I think we're on the main road now. It won't be long. Neither did I. Third gear.
Crash.
Does Paul know? No. Fourth gear. Why didn't you tell me? You always said we didn't need anyone else. Fifth. I open my eyes and realize that the cramping has stopped. I don't know what that means. The pain is gone.
Wait, what page are we on?
243.
243.
The pain...
Wait.
You got it?
243. Yeah, I'm on it.
I open
my eyes
realize that
the cramping
stopped. I don't know what that means. The pain has gone, I say, and try to sit up a little. I think I might be okay. A trickle of relief floods through me. I look over at Claire, but her face hasn't changed, as though she didn't hear me. You bled once when you were pregnant with the twins, didn't you? I ask. You should still get yourself checked out of the hospital. Better safe than sorry. You're right, but you can slow down a bit now. She doesn't respond, just stares straight ahead. Claire, I said you should slow down. I think I'm okay. My hand move instinctively back to my stomach. You should have told me, she says, so quietly I'm not sure I would have heard the words at all if I hadn't seen her lips move. Her face has twisted into something ugly. We
Oh,
used to tell each other everything. If you just did what I told you and stopped telling lies, none of this would be happening. You've only yourself to blame if it's dead. It's
Oh
not dead.
my God.
Okay? Tears burst the banks of my eyelids and roll down my cheeks. I'm sure of it too. I swear I can feel my unborn child's heartbeat as well as my own. Claire nods. She believes me that the baby is still alive. I close my eyes and grip the side of my chair a little harder. I just need to hold on. It can't be much farther. We're going so fast now. We must nearly be there. Amber? Claire puts her gloved hand on mine. It's cold, and I open my eyes to see her staring at me instead of the road.
Oh
She
my
smiles,
god.
and the instant terror numbs me.
Oh my
I love you,
God.
she says, before turning back to the road with both hands on the steering wheel. I hear the brakes
She's
screech,
fucking-
and everything slows down. My body lifts from the chair, and I'm flying. I crash through the windshield hands first, as I'm diving through a pool of glass. 1,000 tiny pieces rip through every part of my body. It doesn't hurt at all. All the pain is gone. I fly high into the night sky. I can see the stars so close I can almost touch them. And I smash into the tarmac, followed by a shoulder, then my chest, tearing pieces of my skin as I skid to an abrupt halt. Everything is still. I'm not flying anymore. The pain returns, except now it's everywhere.
Oh my
So much worse
God.
than before. I'm broken inside and out, and I'm afraid. I don't cry. I can't. But I feel the blood run down my face like red tears. I hear a car door slam and the faint sound of the radio. A Christmas song is still playing. The agony increases until it turns everything black. And then I can't feel the pain anymore. I can't feel anything. I can only sleep.
oh my gosh.
She killed her baby.
Okay, wait, hold on.
She
Claire?
killed her baby. And
Claire or her?
Claire.
Yeah.
Claire just killed her baby.
Trying to kill her.
And that was the person that they saw on the flashbacks when it was like
Talking about I'm
awesome in
sorry,
the car.
bitch.
Yeah, that I'm sorry is insane.
Now,
I love you.
Tuesday, January 3rd,
Yeah,
2017.
no. Let's talk about that. That I love you was like a goodbye I love you. Like,
I'm so
I
scared.
bitch, get
of
ready
her.
to die.
She said,
That's
I
what
love
that
you.
was.
Bye. I'm
Mhm.
releasing you. Whoa.
No.
Say, okay, now bye. And that explains why when Claire visited her, she was like, I'm sorry for everything.
Yeah. No.
Girl.
Now, Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. You left me there. I'd been drinking. I shouldn't have been behind the wheel. I was scared. You were scared?
Bro.
Did you even call for help? She looks away. I thought you were dead. You hoped I was dead.
Right.
That's not true. Don't ever say that. I love you.
You left
You need me. You don't love me. Two things are different. Driving, I have 2 young children who need me. I was pregnant and now I'm not. I know, I'm sorry. I would have never deliberately do anything to hurt you. You know that. Have you told Paul? Told him what? That you were driving? No. Have you? Do you
Get
think
Paul
he
in the
would have
room.
ever let you in here if I had? The anger hisses out of her then. It was an accident, Amber. I was trying to help you. I was trying to get you to the hospital. Don't you remember? I remember you fastening your own seatbelt, driving really fast, then slamming the brakes. I remember me flying through the air. I had to stop. No, you didn't. We were driving along. You were crying in pain, and you said that something about a little girl in the pink dressing gown. I thought there was a child in the street. You screamed at me to stop. She empties her words into my ears, and eventually they find me. I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know which version of events to believe, my sister's or my own. The room attempts to nurse my wounds and suspend quiet, but Claire tears out the stitches. There was no child when I got out the car. I never saw her. Either you imagined her or she ran away, she says. Both. I turned away. I can't look at her anymore. It took a lot of love and hate her the way that I do. I shouldn't have left you there, but you should have told me about the baby and you should have told me about him. This is what happens when we lie to each other. I didn't lie. You didn't tell me the truth either. I've looked him up, Edward Clark. He was thrown out of medical school not long after you broke up with him because of the letters that you wrote. Maybe. Either way, I was right. I knew there was something wrong with him. He took odd jobs at different hospitals until he got this one. I think he chose this hospital to be close to you. Don't you understand? I think he's been following you for years, and I don't think this is over. Tell me, where does he live? I don't remember. Yes, you do. Tell me. I won't let him hurt you again. I won't let him hurt you again. I'd like to sleep now, I say, and close my eyes. I brought this for you, she says, and I hear her put something down on the bedside table. I open my eyes long enough to look at it, but I don't look at her. I thought it might remind you of who we were and who we could be again, she says. I don't answer. The gold bracelet looks so much smaller than I remember. I'm amazed it ever fitted around my wrist. It's the one she stole from me when we were children. The date my birth mother carved into gold. Her date of birth too. Terrible twins. It still has the safety pin I used to mend it when she broke it. So fragile. I'm amazed she still has it. I want to touch it, but I don't. I close my eyes and turn my back on her. I long for the silence to return, her swallow me down into darkness. I don't want to hear any more. I get my wish, the door closes, and I'm left alone. The bracelet, it's gone, and so is my sister. Bitch. I can't.
Okay. Should I read this one?
Yeah.
Okay. After 6 weeks later,
Oh, shit.
Wednesday, February 15, 2017. I
Damn.
stand at the end of our bed, watching his face as he sleeps. Paul's eyes move beneath his closed eyelids and his mouth has fallen slightly open. He's aged over the last couple of months. The lines have carved themselves deeper, the circles beneath his eyes a shade darker than before. I'm watching over a fully grown man, and yet all I can see is a picture of vulnerability. I stand in the glorious silence that only the night can deliver and carefully consider whether I have made the right choice. I decide that I have. I won't let my past dictate our future. I've been home for just over a month now. After so long in the quiet darkness, it felt like sensory overload when I first left the hospital. The world seemed so fast, so loud, and so real. Perhaps it was always that way and I just never really noticed before. It took a while to adjust, to process it all. I've been to the site of the accident. A trauma counselor at the hospital thought it would be a good idea. There was a bunch of dead flowers by the tree. Someone kind must have thought that I died that night. I think a version of me did. I am trying to move on. I have forgiven Claire now too, so much that we offered to look after the twins while David and Claire had a romantic Valentine's celebration yesterday. I thought they deserved some quality time alone together. I even prepared a special meal for them. She's insane. It was nice having the twins here. They had an afternoon nap in our spare bedroom. It was the first time they slept here, and I kept checking in on them to make sure they were okay. I stood in the doorway.
Right, like what the fuck?
I stood in the doorway and stared at their pink cheeks, wild tufts of hair, both dreaming away like two peas in a pod. Dun dun! She's becoming
like what?
I'd stuck some luminous stars on the ceiling, which they seemed to love. I kept turning the light on and off to show them that stars can't shine without darkness. They cried less than normal today. Paul was so good at knowing how to keep them happy, speaking to them in the right tone, always making everything better. The house is silent again now. I checked the time, 3:02. Even a few weeks later, there are still some side effects from the coma. I experience horribly disturbing nightmares and I have trouble sleeping since I woke up. I creep downstairs and Digby comes to meet me. We have a puppy now. A black Labrador! Zero!
Oh, like my nephew.
It was Paul's idea. I walked through to the kitchen, glancing at the clock before beginning my routine. 3:07. I start with the back door and repeatedly turn the handle until I'm sure it is locked. Up, down,
Oh,
up, down, up, down. Next, I stand in front of the large range oven with my arms bent at the elbows. My fingers form the familiar shape, the index and middle finger finding the thumb on each hand. I
oh
whisper
God.
quietly to myself while visually checking that everything is switched off. My fingernails clicking together. I do it again. I do it a third time.
Oh my
Digby is
God.
watching me from the kitchen doorway, his head tilted to one side. I go to leave, lingering briefly, wondering if I should check everything one last time before I do. I look
Oh,
at the clock. 3:15. There isn't time. I put on my coat, grab my bag, and check the contents. Phone, wallet, keys, as well as a few other bits and pieces. I check twice more before attaching Digby's lead to his collar, then make myself leave the house. Okay. And checking the front doors locked 3 times before marching down the moonlight garden path. I find walking helps, and the puppy appreciate whether it's night or day. Just a couple of blocks and some fresh air, and I can normally get back to sleep. Nothing else seems to work. I walk along the main road. Not a single light shines from any of the houses, as though everyone else has gone and I'm the only person left in the world. I carry on through the sleeping streets under a black blanket of night skies covered in stars like sequins. They're the same stars I looked up at 20 years ago, but I am forever changed. There's no moon, so I'm completely cloaked in darkness as I turn into Claire's Road. I stare up at the house, taking it in, though looking at it properly for the first time. It should have been mine. I was born here. I tie Digby's lead to a lamppost, take out my key, and head inside. I check on Claire and David first. They look so peaceful, lying completely still, facing away from each other. The wheels on the bus go round
go
and
round
round.
and round.
I think that's supposed to mean something, them lying like that. Something about the relationship, but I can't remember and it doesn't matter now anyway. Round and round. I
Round,
check
round
David's
and round.
pulse. There isn't one. He's already cold. I move around to the other side of the bed to check on Claire. Her pulse is weak, but she has one. I guess he ate more of the meal I made them. The bag of drugs from the hospital seems to have worked. I had my doubts, but then, if a hospital porter can figure this stuff out with the help of the internet, it really shouldn't be beyond someone like me. Round and round. I walk to
Round,
the children's bedroom before coming back to Claire. The wheels on the bus go
bus
round
go
and
round
round.
and round.
The sound of the twins crying shatters the silence. I lean down closer to the bed, hoping she can hear them. All day
Hey,
long.
long,
I whisper in her ear,
two
two peas in
peas
a
in the
pod.
bag.
Her eyes open, and I jump back from the bed. She looks toward the sound of her children screaming down the hall. I relax when I realize she can't move anything other than her eyes. They're wide and wild as she stares in my direction, with a look I've never seen in them before. Fear.
We know.
I hold the petrol can up so that it's within Claire's field of vision. She looks at it, then back to me. I study my sister's face one last time, then take her hand in mine, squeezing it 3 times before letting her go. I never was fond of gas, I say before leaving the room.
Oh my God. Okay, babes, listen
After.
to me. Babes, you hearing me?
Yeah.
You hearing me, babes?
Yeah.
I told Princess, um, the first week of April, that's Bae's birthday. So I'm not gonna be able to be, I'm not gonna be able to be there for next Wednesday, basically.
Okay.
I was telling Princess,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to tell you as well. So next Wednesday, I'm not gonna be available. But if you find yourself available for the, 2 hours, whatever, how we take 2 hours. If you could spare 2 hours for, the days before Wednesday, we could do it. We could do a little 2 hours here and, one day here, whatever, to replace Wednesday. If you can't, we'll do Wednesday, April 8th. So you let me know
Okay.
when we could do it, but I'm available any day before Wednesday, April 1st.
Okay.
So if you
We were
could take,
saying we were gonna ask if you could do Tuesday.
if you could risk a little 2 hours on a whatever for us to read, for us to finish the rest together. If you could
Finish
do a
the
little,
rest.
yes,
We're
we could
finishing
do
it today.
exactly. We could do a little 2 hours to brief what we think of what we finished. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah. But we
that's.
starting the next we have to read the chapters for the book.
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. Literally, I'm not gonna be available next Wednesday, but I'm gonna read the whole book if y'all want me to. Like I'm gonna read the whole shit, but I can't do the podcast
No, I know, I
next.
know, I know. But
I
I'm
could
just
I
making
could
sure. I'm
make
just making
I
sure.
could make time to read it, and
Okay.
if you have an extra spare 2 hours where we could do the podcast,
She's
okay, cool.
checking.
If not, we'll resume on the 8th. What do you think, babes?
I get out of work at 9 on Tuesday, so we can't do it then. But I'm free
Right,
on Monday.
Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
I could do Monday as well.
And we could do it anytime because I'm off.
So Monday,
Monday I work in
the what?
that's still March. Wait, no.
That's the
Wait,
30th.
yeah, that's the 30th.
Wait, we ended off on page 251, right?
No, we're about to finish
We're
it.
reading, we're finishing it.
No, 251 is where we just finished right now, right?
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know where the dog ear the book. Okay, so I could do Monday, babes. You could do Monday, princess. You could do Monday too.
I work in New York, so it's like I probably won't be here exactly at 8, but I'll try to do at 8.
Yeah, whenever
Uh-huh.
you can. Um, you know me. I have to cook and all the bullshit, but I could do 8. I can make time for it.
Okay.
I can make time for it because we can't do it Wednesday. Because, like I said, babes, you heard me. That is Babe's birthday, so
Yeah.
I can't. That whole week I'm taking off. So we're trying to do something special, whatever. But that whole week, like I can't. So I could do it earlier, and if Monday is best, I can make time for it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be the only time
We could do Monday.
that I have
So
because Tuesday I get out so late at 9.
no, 100%. And then
So
you still travel on the train,
yeah,
so
Right.
it's too much. So Monday at 8 or
Yeah. And if
eight,
I get home later,
8
I'll just
babes?
text you.
yeah, that sounds good for me. I could do that.
Okay. So we'll do Monday at 8. Princess,
Mhm.
you let us know when you can log in and we'll go on your time. And then Monday sounds like a better day. We could do Monday. So we don't miss it.
Mhm.
Okay. So next week Monday will be set. Um, are we finishing the book or are we gonna like read the last chapter together? What are we gonna do?
We should
Yeah,
read it. Let's just finish it, bro. Cause
we're almost there.
shit.
We're
So
almost
okay,
there.
so what? We're finishing it. We're finishing it.
Yeah.
And then we could come in next on Monday
Okay.
with
And the
our
aliens.
rating. I could
Okay.
even send y'all the little thingy so you can have it
Yeah.
ready.
Okay.
Yes.
So I wanted the little
So
ratings after
So
each
we
book.
finished the book. We finished the book by Monday. We talk about it. Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
And then
Ooh, babes. Okay,
and
babes.
then
Shout out to babes. Hold on. Shout out to babes, cause Lenny.
What?
Shout out to her for giving us a fucking book that
it's hard. This has been a good book.
we feel like tupidas, bro. Like
This
Right.
shit is a mind fuck.
no, it's a mind fuck. Shout out to you, babes. You really did your big one with this one.
Feeney.
Yes,
She
Alice
Feeney.
Feeney. Like,
Big
shout out to you for picking
ass.
this book. I love you for it. You know how to fuck our minds. Like, I love it. And shout out to you. Like, 100%, bitch.
I know.
100%.
I love
100%.
the way
Let's
you
do this
fuck my
back.
mind, Chris Lenny.
Hype,
No
y'all.
problem. That's what I'm here for. To fuck your mind.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
No,
It's
because
fucked up.
this shit. Okay, well, how many pages do we have left right now? One.
Girl, it's
Well,
like
I don't
3
even fucking
chapters.
know.
I was
Fucking
gonna read
whatever.
this one, and then the
Mhm.
next
What?
chapter is
251.
like just a long
251.
chapter.
We ended at 251. So
There's 2 chapters left, and that's it.
shit. I could read that shit in an hour.
An hour, bitch. We're reading it right now for like 10 minutes.
Oh shit. Fuck. I don't.
Okay, I was gonna read this one, and then who was next? Who was the first? Chris Lenny? You
I
wanna read the
don't
last chapter?
mind. What you want to do, babes?
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
Okay.
Okay.
So you and then babes and then me, or whatever the fuck.
Whatever. After Wednesday, February 15, 2017, 4. Which, by the way, we're not even going. Whatever.
What?
I think. Which I was just happened.
This is after she woke up.
Yes.
Okay. I take a different route home, a slight detour with Digby in tow. I love that she randomly just has a 0 next to her. It's cold and I walk a little faster when I hear the fire engines. I think about Edward. Perhaps because of the sound of sirens. The police never did catch him.
What?
Oh,
I
shit.
remember the afternoon when Detective Hanley came to the house and to tell me what they had found. He sat down on our sofa with such gentle consideration, as though not wishing to disturb the air in the room or dent
Right.
the couches. He refused my offer of tea with a polite shake of his head, then paused for a long time, visibly searching for the right words. Did he kill himself or something? And deliberately the order in which they should be spoken. His skin turned a whiter shade of pale as he began to describe the traces of blood and burned skin that had been found inside the sunbed at Edward's flat. Yo, I always wonder why the fuck he had a sunbed in there, but okay. Claire didn't have an alibi for the night. The neighbors said they heard a man screaming. Neither did I. But it didn't matter. Nobody ever asked where either of us were. A possible accident, the detective thought, and suggested that something might have short-circuited. I remember nodding as he spoke. Something or someone most likely did. There was no body, no neat concussion. Sometimes things have to get messy in order to be cleaned up. What a line. My thoughts shift to Madeline as I turn a corner onto the main road. I think of her often since I woke up. I passed a petrol station where I bought the petrol over 2 weeks. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 months ago. The CCTV of that day will have been deleted now, but their records will show that it was paid for with a credit card belonging to Madeline Frost. She was always giving me her credit card to buy her lunches or pay for her dry cleaning, but I used it for a lot of other things too. That's when she siphoned her gas. She had that shit ready, including an extra set of her house keys when she asked me to get a spare cut for her new cleaner. Taking a job that was clearly beneath me was useful for things like that, but the best part about it was knowing Madeline's schedule because as her PA, I created it. I knew where she was every minute of the day, weeks in advance, and I knew when she didn't have an alibi. The final blackmail note I delivered before the Christmas party had Claire's name on it, so there could be no misunderstandings about who was responsible. Madeline was toast after her epic fail on the lunchtime news, which went far better than planned and exceeded my expectations. The face of Crisis Child said so many awful things live on television that the small matter of her abandoning her orphaned goddaughter and stealing her inheritance seemed trivial in comparison. But I hadn't finished with Madeline yet. I'd always thought of blackmail as something ugly, but this was something else. This was beautiful. This was justice. People think that good and bad are opposite sides, but they're wrong. They're just a mirror image of each other in broken glass. I've rehearsed my lines for the police. I've written a letter from Madeline to Claire where she threatens to deal with her in the same way she dealt with her parents. I'm well practiced at writing letters from Madeline as her PA, so I'm confident the handwriting will be a perfect match. Claire never read it, of course, but when the time comes, I'll explain how she gave it to me for safekeeping, just in case the unthinkable ever happened. Everyone thought Madeline would lose the plot if she stopped working. That job was all she had. They'll all think they were right when the police find the empty petrol cans securely locked inside her shed. They'll find the pen used to write the letter to Claire on the oak desk in her front room. They'll find everything they need to. I arrive back home, let myself in quietly, and take off my coat. 4:36. I'm slightly earlier than I expected, but I can't go back to sleep. Not now. I feel dirty, contaminated, so I head upstairs to take a shower. I lock the bathroom door and turn to face myself in the mirror. I don't like what I see. So I close my eyes, I unzip the body of who I used to be, and step outside myself. A newborn Russian doll, a little smaller than I was before, wondering how many other versions of me are still hiding inside. That's fire. I turn on the shower and step beneath it too quickly. She's probably lost weight too because of the coma after she hated how she looked.
Dude.
The water is freezing cold, but I don't flinch. I let the temperature rise slowly so that I almost don't feel the water burn my skin when it gets too hot. I don't know how long I stand like that. I don't remember. I don't remember drying myself or wrapping my robe around my body. I don't remember leaving the bathroom or coming back downstairs. I only remember being back in the lounge, looking in the big mirror above the fireplace, and liking the look of the woman who stared back at me. I put up Digby and sit with him on my lap, stroking his soft black fur in the dark. All that's left to do now is wait. One of the twins start crying. I pop Digby down on the carpet and rush up the stairs to comfort them. Earlier, when I was trying to record the sound of them screaming, they were all smiles. But we got there in the end. It's light in their room now. Oh my god, that's insane! I pull the curtains back and look out the new dawn spreading itself over the streets and houses below. Paul is still sleeping, so I take the twins downstairs and make them some breakfast. I sit them in their high chairs and worry about them being too cold in our old house. I have another idea and decide it's a good one. Don't know why I didn't think of it before. The flames dance in the fireplace, throwing their light and warmth around the room. The twins look on, transfixed, as though they've never seen a fire before, and realize that maybe they haven't. I picked up the diaries one at a time, looking through a few pages before I throw each one into the flame. I pause briefly over the final one, run my index finger over the 1992 written on the front, then turn to the last few pages at the back. I can't read the words at first, they stick in my throat, but I make myself do it. Just one time, I let my eyes translate Claire's words from that night. The night that changed everything. Taylor told me to do it.
Oh.
I tear out the page and screw the paper into a ball before throwing it in the fire. After I have watched it burn to nothing, I throw on the last of Claire's diaries. The twins and I sit and watch until everything their mother wrote is nothing but smoke and ash.
Oh my gosh.
Later, spring 2017. I've always delighted in the free fall between sleep and wakefulness. Those precious few semi-conscious seconds before you open your eyes, when you catch yourself believing that your dreams just might be your reality. For now, just for a second longer, I'm enjoying the self-medicated delusion that permits me to imagine that I could be anyone. I could be anywhere. I could be loved. I sense a shadow cast itself over my eyelids and they immediately flick open. The light is so bright at first, I don't remember where I am. For a moment, I think I'm back in the hospital room, but then I hear the sound of the sea.
Stephanie, we can't see you.
Dude.
Oh. Then I hear the sound of the sea, calm waves gently lapping at the edge of the white sand in the distance. I hold my hand up to shelter my eyes from the sun. I find myself staring at the branches of lines etched into my palm, the fingerprints my skin has remembered for all these years. It knows who I am, my skin, no matter how uncomfortable it has been to wear. I sit up when I hear the children, their infectious laughter dancing inside my ears until a smile spreads itself across my face. It doesn't matter that I didn't give birth to them. They're mine now, and I know that water can be thicker than blood if you let it. I scold myself for falling asleep when I should have been watching them, but I relax a little once I've looked around the beach. Apart from a couple of palm trees, we have the place to ourselves. There's nobody else here. Nobody to be afraid of. I try to relax. I lean back in the chair and knit my hands together, resting them in my lap. When I look down, it's my mother's hands that I see. I look back over my niece and nephew and decide that I will always love these children the same, no matter what they do, no matter how they change, no matter who or what they grow into. The hot sun warms my skin and lights our new life. Our own little corner of paradise for a couple of weeks. A stopover before Paul needs to be in America. I turn back toward the hotel, wondering where he is. We booked a room on the ground floor right on the beach so we could just step out into the sun during the day and sit beneath the stars at night. It's enormous, more of a suite than a room, really, and we hardly ever see anyone. There are many other
It's a
guests
creepy
due
ass
to it being
mom.
rainy season. Not that it's rained once since we arrived. The shutters are all open and I see the shape of Paul inside, sitting on the bed. He's on the phone. Again. He hasn't adjusted to our new life as quickly as I hoped he might, but he adores the children, loves them as though they are his own. I've finally given him the family he wanted and nobody can take that away from us now. I glance over at the children once more. They're fine. I peel myself up and off the sun lounger to check on Paul. I keep reminding myself that he needs watching over too. Paul hangs up the phone on the bedside table as soon as I step inside the room. He doesn't look up and I feel like I've interrupted something. Who was that? I ask. No one, he says, still avoiding eye contact. The bed is buried by a patchwork of white A4 paper covered in black type and red ink. The never-ending edit has taken over again. Well, it must have been someone. I struggle to hide the irritation in my voice. That this is supposed to be a holiday, a chance to spend time together as a family, not hide away in here staring at words and speaking to his agent. I look back at the children. They're fine, so I turn back to Paul. He's looking at me now, the corners of his mouth turned upward. It was supposed to be a surprise, he says, standing up and coming over to kiss me. Your shoulders are red. Do you need some more cream on? What was? I ordered a little something from room service. I still don't believe him. What? Why? It's only a couple of hours until dinner. Oh my god. That's true, but we normally have champagne on our anniversary. It's not our anniversary. I didn't say wedding. He smiles. I know the anniversary he means and I smile too. I thought you were speaking to your agent again. Not guilty this time, he says, holding up his hand. But you have just reminded me of something. I might Skype her just for a quick chat before the drinks come. Then I'm all yours. I roll my eyes. Just 5 minutes, surely you can forgive me that. Fine, 5 minutes, I say, and kiss him on the cheek. I want to freshen up and I look out and check on the twins first. They become my latest routine, something I must check 3 times. They're exactly as I left them, building castles of sand, squashing them, and starting again. They are so content in each other's company. I wonder if that is unusual. And wonder if they will always be that way. Look at this, says Paul. He's already moved to the small desk in the corner of the room, his laptop open in front of him. I notice that the label is sticking up from the neck of his t-shirt. I walk over and reach to tuck it in, then change my mind. I'm not sure why. I peer at the screen over his shoulder instead. The dog sitter sent it. Looks like Digby's having a nice holiday too.
Aww.
I smile at the photo. The dog is painting, but it looks like he's smiling at the camera. The dog is panting. He's painting.
I was like, oh,
But it
what?
looks like he's smiling at the camera. I know you miss him. We'll see him soon enough, I say. Paul loves that dog. Hates leaving him behind. We all have to have something or someone to love. Otherwise, the love inside us has nowhere to go. Will you keep an eye on them while I have a quick shower, I say, looking back out at the twins. Of course. On my way to the bathroom, I notice that Paul has a TV on again. It's on silent, but a familiar image catches my eye and I stop, unable to look away. I see a news correspondent I used to know standing outside a courthouse, TV crews and more reporters jostling for space on the pavement around her. The picture changes to the image of a police van driving through a gate to get inside the building. Then I see the shots of Claire's home, the house we grew up in, blackened and burnt. I read the words scrolling at the bottom of the screen, a string of capital letters silently screaming at me. Madeline Frost's murder trial begins. Even with the mute button switched on, the TV is far too loud. I don't know why he insists on having it on in the background all the time. It's like an obsession. I switch it off and turn back to say something to Paul, but he's already started the Skype call. The sound of it dialing up has become so familiar. The sound of it dialing up that has become so familiar stops, and he starts speaking at his laptop before I get a chance to say anything. I leave him to it and step into the bathroom. I catch sight of my reflection in the mirror. I look good.
Yeah.
I look like me I'm supposed to be, living the life I was supposed to live. The life that was stolen from me. I close the door and turn on the shower. I'll be quick. Just want to get the sand and cream off my body, wash my hair, and change into something else. I take off my bikini and step inside, letting the jets of the cool water slap my face. I hear the knock on the hotel room door, and curse their timing. Come in, says Paul. I can hear that he is still on the call to London, but I'm relieved he's dealing with it. 5 minutes on my own has become a rare indulgence that I no longer take for granted. That's great, thank you. Just leave it over there, he says. His words are muffled by the shower, but he sounds distracted, borderline rude, and I hope he'd remember. I dress myself quickly, rushing a brush through my tangled hair and slapping some aftersun on my face and shoulders. Paul is already sitting on the decking just outside the room, facing out to a turquoise sea. He's brought the children a little nearer to us so that they are sitting on a blanket in the shade, and I love him for loving them the way I hoped he would. Here you are. Thought you might have drowned, he says as I step outside to join them. Drink, madam? He asks, taking a bottle of champagne from a silver bucket on a tray on the table. Lovely. Yes, please. I sit down next to him, feeling the heat from the wooden chair through my skirt. Katie turns as she hears me and smiles.
Who's Katie?
Ay, Dios.
One of
Who the
the
fuck is Katie?
twins.
Bro, at this point, honestly, okay, it's the last page. I'm like, what else could happen? I feel like it's the best ending passed, but okay.
It's just like, Mummy, she says, and carries on playing. She's never called me that before, and it makes me feel so happy. I was their godmother after all. So is it wrong that I want to be more than that? Paul uses the nail on his thumb to cut the gold foil around the neck of the bottle. He tears it off before his fingers twist the metal holding the cork in place. Then he removes it expertly. No pop, no fuss, no mess. He fills our glasses and I realize I'm happy.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, no, I'm listening to something. Things are so much better between us now. Back to how they used to be. This is all I ever wanted. I'm in paradise with my family, and this is what happiness feels like. I'm not sure I've ever truly known it before. He puts the bottle back on the round tray, and I spot something next to it that catches the light. What's that? I say, looking down at the sliver of gold on silver.
Oh, shit.
I smile, thinking it's another surprise, a gift, a game. It isn't. For a moment, the words won't form. Did you see who delivered this to our room? I was still on Skype. They just came in and left it on the side. Why? What's wrong? I don't answer. I'm transfixed by the thin bracelet on the tray, small enough for a child's wrist. It's held together with an old, slightly rusty safety pin, and my date of birth is engraved on the gold. My name is Amber Taylor Reynolds. There are 3 things you should know about me. 1, I was in a coma. 2, my sister died in a tragic accident. And 3, sometimes I lie.
That bitch alive. Look, I got goosies.
Her sister didn't die yet. She alive.
That bitch alive. Nah, that's bro, honestly, the craziest part of all this, not the craziest, but a crazy part of all this is the fact that she fucking, while she was murdering her, when she put gas in her house and drugged her so she's gonna die, she recorded the screams of her children so that she thought her kids were dying too.
Dude.
That is insane.
Just like, let me make sure.
She said, I want the worst ending for you. I want you to think that they're gone too. That thinking is
Just like, I want to
crazy.
make sure that the life I'm living is actually real. So whatever I do in this lifetime and whatever the consequence is, I want to make sure that it's actually felt.
That
She's afraid.
is crazy.
I'm
But
still scared of her. Crystal,
yeah,
quick, tuck your hair behind your ear.
hold on.
I am so scared of her. Like,
Facts. Me
what?
too.
My
Um,
God.
bro, this we talked. We're Las
I cannot.
Yaperas,
Of course.
and we definitely yapped this episode. This shit has been 3
No, no, no.
hours.
This one was the one because you know what? We read like fucking over 20 pages. Like
Facts.
we literally read over 20 pages. So you can't expect us to do any less when we literally read over 20 pages. Sorry.
Alice Feeney.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate for tuning in. Tune in for the next episode. We're gonna film, if not April 8th, then you'll get a notification when we do film before April 8th. But for now, it's looking like April 8th. So we love you guys. We appreciate you.
No,
Thank you for tuning in.
Monday. Monday the 30th. March
Oh, I'm
30th.
100% willing, you know. So
Yeah.
Monday, if not Monday the 30th, then April 8th. We're gonna do it like that. If not Monday the 30th, then April 8th. So sometimes I lie. Alice Feeney. We love you guys. Please tune in. We're getting to the tail end of the book.
My book
And
is
you
next. Girl,
you
tail
guys
end. We
need to know
finished it.
how it ends. And next is Princess Book. She is the main character of this whole book club. She is the leader. She is, shout out to her. She is the leader. She is the CEO of this entire book club
Oh my god.
podcast. Next is
Stop.
her book. Her Her. Her. We're gonna do
It's
her book
called
next.
I don't remember the author, but it's called Binding 13.
Binding 13. So, shout out to the next clip that we're gonna do. We're gonna explain the ending of this book. We're so excited, but tune in. Tune in, y'all. Either the 30th or April 8th. We will let you guys know. And we love y'all. Please tune in. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.